Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Of course, this particular Friday, we do not have any new content to go over. So with that being said, we are going to be spending a good majority of that time in PvP, as I have done basically zero PvP this week between raids and everything else. So yeah, pretty much all PvP. Going to be using some of the better teams like all Divine, some of the Ubistet stuff. Probably Doomskull spam. Well, obviously Doomskull spam. Doomskulls are so powerful right now. There's a really high chance they are being nerfed to some degree next patch, but enjoy them while you can because, yeah, there's a good possibility they are going to get revamped. But with that being said, let's get into it then. I don't believe I fixed any of my old teams from earlier. No, apparently I have. Well, apparently we at least have Doomskulls ready. I'll go fix a few of the other ones as well, excuse me, and go get them up. As far as the best teams video for this version, we do know that 3.5 obviously is right around the corner. The only issue is we don't know exactly how around the corner it is. We could assume about 2 weeks or 3. Did you just Archer? Really? We could assume, or that's a bad way to start, but we could assume about 2 to 3 weeks or so from now is likely when the next patch will be. So I'll probably cover the video either next week or the following week. Somewhere around that general time frame. Okay, so he's about to do that. That's going to be very annoying. I should probably go double check what specific troops are coming out, and if nothing's good coming out in the next several weeks. What even is this first battle? If nothing good's coming out in the next few weeks, then we'll just go and do it earlier. Also, hello everyone. Hello Iron Malt. Hello Danny. Hello JZG. Hello, name I have no clue how to pronounce. Hello Jen. Hello Smithy. Hello Osman. Hello Simone. Welcome everyone. You've gotten both Bloodhammer and Glaceon in the last 2 weeks with Glory and Gem Keys. Very nice. And you're doomskulling like crazy. Yes, it is a very fun team to use, for sure. If you don't get archered insanely quick. I don't even know what that previous battle was. I feel like that's been happening a lot. Like the first battle we do every stream is like the absolute worst battle of the entire stream. We're just cursed with it. Okay, we'll go and take the Brown. A little bit of a slow start still, but just need one more turn and we're good to go. Gotta roll it down. Actually, before we do that, I think we have Apothecary. No, we did not. One off. I'll go for that. That'll be full mana for Apothecary. Apothecary will be full mana and everything, and we just go from there. He does get a pretty heavy drain there, but as long as we have an extra turn on this, which we do on yellow, should be okay. So grab that. Get him back to full mana real quick. So we'll do it right there. Get a little bit of Cascade. Little Skull Poke. Apothecary. Do we go for you? Yes, we do. Do that on green. And that should be matched right there. Well, it took us forever to get first cast, but after we get first cast, it's pretty auto win from there. So we'll do that, throw it again. Is that guarantee extra turn? No, it is not. Yes, it is. We have it on blue. And then we just do it again. That's match. And now it's match. There we go. Once it gets going, we're good to go. Actually, my win-lose rate is so horrific right now. 10-3. What even are those numbers? Okay, we'll just go into it again. I should probably be using Divines into Mercy. I think that's the most consistent PvP team right now, is Divine to Mercy into basically anything. The only real big issue with that is one of the better versions of it does use a different hero class than what I'm currently using. But of course, we could just use the standard non-hero class version of it, which I think I am going to switch to. Can we stop getting instantly killed on first lot? Okay, I'm switching to the other team. Oh, why? What is with us just instantly losing first slot today? We're 4 minutes in and we've already lost first slot twice to instant kills. We'll go into purple there. Also, hello Churros, welcome. You would like to help some with the team. You'd like to get something that synergizes with Valkyrie that can go back and forth with replacing each other's mana. I forget if there's anything that does that for Valkyrie. Many things have it within the game, though last I recall, Valkyrie does not have one. Trying to think of everything that creates red and yellow. But last I remember, Valkyrie doesn't have a proper one. You could go use a exploder of some kind, like if you have Captain Skullbeard or something. But as far as something that directly feeds it back, I don't think they've ever actually made that combo for it yet. That or I'm just completely forgetting it. But I'd probably be using it at some point if there was a combo for it. Pretty sure every other one except her actually has the combo. But yeah, I'll go double check that in a second. Like, there's still things, obviously, they can do, like explosions, double Dwarven Gate, stuff like that. But, as far as directly back into her, let me see. Oh yeah, Flame Troll, you're right. That's probably the only one, then. Yeah, there is Flame Troll, then. Well, that would still be okay, then. Double red into double blue. Definitely not the best way of doing it, though. There's not too many teams that specifically need red-blue spam. And, yeah, it's just not going to do much. But yeah, technically there is one, Flame Troll. I completely forgot about him. I keep forgetting about Flame Troll because Fire Bomb was so much better than Flame Troll. I thought it was going to be the other way around, where Flame Troll was the good one and Fire Bomb wasn't going to be used at all. And then I started using Fire Bomb. It's like, oh, never mind. And now Fire Bomb's like one of the best troops in the game, at least for Explorer and stuff like that. But yeah, technically Flame Troll would be the only one then. And other than that, you would just use a low-level exploder that happens to have blue in it, like Poison Master or Captain Skullbeard. You pretty much just do it that way. You could also technically probably use the new Ice Goblin as well, because that will do some mana generation to feed back into it. And that would probably be more realistic to use in most contexts of teams as well. Hello, Durade! Hello, Donnie! Hello, Michael! Hello, M78! And good morning, Tim! Welcome, everyone. And hello, Adam! Hello, Alex! You figured out a better deck for raids? You're at level 4. Oh yeah, we have figured out a somewhat better deck if you didn't see last night's video. We end up switching over to this. We're using Wraith, Mang, Carmilla, and Dark Priestess. You can replace Wraith with basically anything, like Flesh Golem if you want mana generation or something. But I've been going with Wraith, trying for the death marks. I've been using its Drain if I need it occasionally. It's been getting really good rate. I think I hit its Drain like every single time I cast it so far. But basically the whole combo here is throw Mang on Dark Zugoth. Dark Priestess or Mang. Wraith dies. Kill everything with Mang. And because we have enough attack to instantly kill everything. Then Carmilla for the pokes onto Zugoth. And worst comes to worst, Dark Priestess is an attack buff on stability. You can attack buff Carmilla. And then once you finally reach the boss, you can basically just one-shot it with her extra damage that she does off her final trait, combined with the extra attack that you gave her from Dark Priestess. And that's pretty much the whole game plan with this team. We have no direct way to hit Valravens, though we can easily kill Valraven just by skull spamming and stuff with the Dark Priestess into Mang. So it's not as big a deal. We could also easily deny it since we do need the yellow for Carmilla. And I'm running blue-purple. The blue is to make sure Wraith can one-turn, and just so it's not blocking us as much. And green is for Dark Priestess, because a lot of things in this kingdom uses green, particularly Web Spinner. Also, it just allows us to 2-turn Dark Priestess, which is pretty useful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, come on, we haven't even hit the next reward yet. We're going to be very low then, wow. If we haven't hit that one yet, we are very far behind. Anyways. Where am I going? PvP. So I'm clicking like every single window where I don't need to be. So let's go ahead back to PvP. Let me go back to Divines. I don't believe I have it set up at the moment, but we're about to. So let's go get this out the way. I should probably go make some more designated spots for it or something, but... let's see. Which one should I name this? Divine... Oh, we'll go with the Ubestet one. How do you spell Ubestet? I believe that's how you spell Ubestet. Find out in a second. Ubestet. Did I get it right? Hey, I got it right! I actually spelled something right for once. Right? Yeah, that's correct. So, Ubestats, Mercy. Thank you for your subscribe, Lorenzo. Divine-ish for running a Divine team. And probably still the best troop in the game, Infernus. Oh, did my stream just freeze? Whoa, what just happened there? Okay, my connection's still up. Like, everything on my computer just froze for a second. That was weird. Anyways. What order for this again? You can tell I haven't used this for a while. Let's see. I believe we feed into Divine-ish Bala. We either feed into Infernus or Divine-ish Bala. I guess it depends on their team. I think we're going to put her in the back. Really, it works either way. Did we upgrade Peace Pigeon since then? Why does that seem like a higher bonus than normal? But yeah, 10 HP, 10 armor. That is not that bad. 20 durability to everything. That makes it a lot harder for us to actually die. Unless they instant kill us. That will not stop archers 15%. Okay, anyways, let's go into that. And watch, this probably has archer on it. There's probably should be a lot of archers out there, given that it's raids week. Because that's like the biggest week you'd ever run archer on. Yeah, we'll go get that down. Go get that. Throw in furnace. Got mercy all the way back up. Do we need it though? Not really. We'll still throw it though. Nothing else that heals. Another furnace. Another mercy. Free turn. Uber step for double kill, except it's not worth going for. We'll do that first. I was hoping that would kill 2. Apparently not. Take a skull, exact damage, and don't you dare revive, of course. And at least it didn't revive back into Dragon Soul, if nothing else. All we have to do now is just hit it a few more times. Oh, this is the moment when it starts to slow down a lot. Because we don't have a really easy way of cleaning it up. At least at the moment we don't. Okay, we'll mercy that. He'll get a little Vinoxia down. That'll hurt a little bit, but we'll go throw that down. A little bit more damage. Just needs 7. Uber Step will easily overkill that. And Skull. Do you have a good suggestion for a team including Roadbreaker and Stonehammer? I probably wouldn't bother using both of those together. I don't see what synergy you're really planning with that. Yeah, I don't think that would work. If you were to do that, I guess you would go... Let's see, mana colors. You'd probably go something along the lines of Stonehammer, Hellcats, Courage, and Infernus. Something similar to that. Because you can boost ratio the Courage very easily, since you get the 4 times burn through 2 different methods. That'll give you a lot of attacks. You give that to Stonehammer, keep taking skulls or doom skulls, and you'll be able to keep clearing the board with Roadbreaker. So that should be fine. Though generally whenever I use Roadbreaker, the first thing I tend to gravitate towards is Roadbreaker followed by Glitterclaw. It's one of the few really good instances where you can actually use Glitterclaw. Of course, there's plenty of other teams too, but that's my absolute favorite. Really, any team that you ever want Fairy Fire on, it's always the best thing to throw down. Well, I guess Queen Titania in some instances is actually better than it. Depends specifically if you're using it for the loop or not. That's why did I do that? We could have already won. And down it goes. Yeah, Ubistet's still quite amazing. I think I slightly underestimated it. Mainly because it's still slightly glitched. We'll have to see exactly how it acts next patch, if they're going to change it or not. Because he still does more than what the card actually says, because it's a little bit buggy. But we'll see if they fix it next patch. And if they don't, he's probably could even overtake Infernus as being better. Especially if they actually nerf explosions in any way. They still haven't confirmed if they will. But if they do, Ubistet just instantly becomes like the best mythic in the game as far as damage output is concerned. There, we'll throw another one of those down, and there we go. Hello, Clip! Glad you could join us! Let's see. Try Ghoul in the raid? Doesn't Ghoul have some destroys? We could give it a shot. It would give us some more mana generation to what we're using now. It also wouldn't block us as bad. Though it would block us on Mang would be the only issue with that. Good morning, Zedicus as well. And no problem for the suggestion. And also, hello, Rasa. You're trying to find someone that keeps casting back and forth with blue so you can build your Queen Mab with the burn to win. Queen Mab has a trait where she gains... oh, I see. So you want to basically infinitely loop that into getting Queen Mab down. I used to do that with a Soothsayer way back when she used to be meta. These days, she's not really used too often, the Queen Mab, that is. Normally, you wouldn't bother infinitely looping that just to do that. Because it takes a lot of casts, getting only 1 per turn. Though, I guess if you're earlier on in the game, that would stack to be more damage. Because when stats were lower, I did the same strategy. Or a similar strategy, anyways. But yeah, I guess Flame Troll would be the only real thing that you can kind of use for that then. Every other one would be only a % chance, whereas at least with Flame Troll, it'd be pretty guaranteed once you get the board going. Okay, we'll go and take Brown, because I'm actually going to go for Ubistet here. He's going to get something out of that. Can't really stop him. So he'll get Infernus. It's not going to kill us, though. I say that, but he almost got it. Okay, we're going to take some reds, throw Infernus down. So that dies out. He's going to get a Divine Ishbala. Nothing we can do to it. Don't kill it. We need it. We need it. What do we have? What do we have? I don't have a drop. I could take nothing. I guess we just take Skull. 2 HP. 0 HP. Okay, we'll go try for a Skull off the sky. I didn't get it. Should actually be careful. She could technically win this if I'm not careful. That'd be pretty sad. There's a lot of teams like that she's using out there. Almost everyone's running some version of Infernus Ubistet. Or one of the two. Or 4 times Divine. Or something similar to basically every team we're seeing right now. That's the only really annoying part about it. While we can use it, so can everyone else, so... It's seen absolutely everywhere this late in the game. Okay, we'll throw an Infernus down. Actually, is that enough damage? It should be. Oh, it isn't. Oh, we might actually lose that now. That wasn't enough damage. Luckily, he kept our 2 most useful troops alive, so... we at least got that going for us. So a lot of reds. Wow, what even was that much mana? So much. And we got all of it back, too. Come on, Ubistet. You got this. Dead. Overkill. Yeah, I'm still tempted to craft a second one. Though I kind of want to wait until next patch occurs. I wonder if this team is good. It's like every single team we're battling. Actually, this is the exact mirror right now. Mercy, Infernus, Ubistet, Divine Ishbala, +2 yellow. Oh, so we really need a better +2 yellow banner. I think there's only one, not counting the +2. And I forget exactly what it is off the top of my head, but whatever it is just so useless, and it's never really used in almost any team. There's a lot of +2, +1, -1 banners like that, though, where they're just not useful at all. At least compared to other ones. Okay, what do we even need here? Mercy, why don't you have alignment? Brown, is that enough to kill? Yes, the only problem... Oh, never mind, okay. I was gonna say, we don't have a Brown to take, but we do. So we'll go double kill that. We kill one useful one and one not so useful one. We'll take Skull. Nice free turn. Not much I can actually do out of that, though. We do have Mercy, so I guess we'll go for heal and cleanse. Not like the cleanse really matters too much. It's only 3 damage to everything. And he doesn't get extra turns, so that's pretty much match. All we have to do is poke it. And thank you, Infernus. And there we go. The infinite Infernus damage. Yeah, any mythic they ever give board control of any sort, or board clear, even if it's the most minimal of things, tends to be really, really good. Also, by the way, speaking of things that do have some board control as mythic, Fairish Raw is still available this week in Soulforge, by the way, if anyone hasn't gotten it yet. Of course, you would need to have enough diamonds, and if you don't currently have enough, then you probably won't be able to reach a high enough number. But if you do have enough to craft a Fairish Raw and you don't already have one, I would highly advise doing so. It's 4,000 diamonds, which is pretty expensive and takes forever to get, like a few months of doing dungeons. But it is definitely worth doing so, because it'll save you a lot of time with soul farming. And you can technically use it within PvP as well. I use it on occasion. I don't use it too much just because it's slightly slower than most of the really good teams. But it's... do I still have it saved? Of course I don't. Let me go replace this. So we'll get rid of this. That's my... I think I was using this as a Taipon team with standard Queen Titania Yagwe combo, which is still insanely good. But I'm going to go move this back to my normal team I'd use. Also, this team's going to be even stronger starting next patch due to hero. Literally everything that uses a hero or doesn't use a hero will start to use a hero, because heroes are going to be so ridiculously good starting next patch. It's almost going to be mandatory to use your hero in every battle, even though it's technically not going to be. But you're going to want to just because of how good hero's going to be. Starting soon, TM. Anyways, what was I doing again? I'm building a Fair Shra team. While also technically building a World Breaker team. As well as also building a Dragon team. Well, actually, technically it's not a Dragon team unless I'm using the Dragon Guard hero class. Still close enough. And a Fair Shra. Okay, so basically with Fair Shra, we always want to go and put a soul generator that isn't him onto a team. And basically this just passively helps us gain souls. And we'll name this to souls. There we go. It's about 20,000 souls per hour in PvP. Obviously, if you brought this to something like challenges, you could gain like 30, 40, 50,000. Well, this particular team, you wouldn't actually use in challenges. But if you were to use some kind of similar, like Dragon Soul, Fair Shra, maybe like Double Azurus or something, that's about 30,000-ish per hour. Somewhere around that general ballpark. Alright, we'll go and get that down. Get a Dragon Soul. Ideally, we'll get a Fair Shra here. It's like, let's go use a Fair Shra team by casting him 0 times. All you want here is purple to blue alignment. I mean, wow, colors. Purple to yellow alignment. And then we can just clear out every single thing every single time we cast with it. Well, there we go. We finally got one. So let's go get rid of his biggest threat. So we'll do that. Instantly get the kill. And he essentially one-shots everything he touches, which is really cool. And he can extra turn off it too, so you just keep poking one by one. And sometimes you'll even get all of your mana back, though it's pretty rare that he would do that. It's only 24, so it's definitely possible. But yeah, any kind of mythic that ever gets extra turn capability, this, World Breaker, stuff like that, they tend to be very, very good. Hey, what's he doing? You're dead already. Hate when that glitch occurs. I don't know if that's still in next patch or not. Hope it's fixed, though. It's been around for a while. It's one of those kind of glitches that comes and then goes and then comes back again. Constantly. Is there a good setup for Slayer Ghost and Skeleton? I would advise never using Slayer Ghost ever. I would sooner use the thing that summons Slayer Ghost than Slayer Ghost itself. That one thing that creates like 7 Doom Skulls, that one green-purple. Slayer Ghost itself is pretty much useless because if you give the AI a really good turn, well, it makes it so you could most likely give the AI a really good turn. It can backfire so heavily, and it's not really worth ever using. But Skeleton with the other guy, that green-purple, could potentially work. As well as just that green-purple with other skull spammers in general. Doesn't have to be Skeleton, of course. It's just one of the cheaper options. But yeah, I would not bother ever using Slayer Ghost. I can't think of a single instance where he would actually be worth using. Unless they ever give him some kind of capability to possibly extra turn. But in the current state that he's in, I would never bother using him. Even in something like Arena, I would even bother drafting him. Okay, how do we not have full mana for anything right now? Also, we're frozen, so I can't even take skulls, so we'll just do that. And basically kill it out just with Doom Skulls off of that. We'll throw it down again, and that's easily match. And there we go. Wow, that cascade. Like a 12 cascade out of nowhere. Not like we need the map, but oh well. Hello, Greedin. Hello, Caprice. Also, I missed some chat. Let's see. Some of your guild guys were using Carmilla, Cauldron, Crimson Bats, and Vampire Lord. Why would he use that? The main thing I'm questioning on there is Crimson Bats, actually specifically. Also, generally, you don't run Carmilla first slot. You only run the troop in first slot if it's an invasion week. On raid week, that doesn't really help that much, because you can only ever do the additional damage to their last slot. You can't do it to everything. You got your first legendary troop at level 60. Is the Hydra worth working into a team? I would not bother with it. It's really, really hard to use because you have to reduce its HP very low before it gets viable. And early on in the game, you're not going to have enough stats to make it work. Generally, Rowan is better than Hydra in almost every single team instance. But yeah, I would not really bother with Hydra, unfortunately. Maybe at your level range, it could be okay to use just for fun. Use it with like a Valkyrie of some sorts. Dark Priestess is pretty good with it as well, because you could deliberately knock down its HP a little bit by using Dark Priestess on it, and then going into a big cast. But for the most part, I would not really bother with Hydra. It's relatively weak. It's actually one of the weaker legends out there. What are they doing with Hero? Oh, they're doing like 1.5 billion buffs to it next patch. I went over it in the previous video, or like 2 streams ago. The one that I was over the 3.5 spoilers. We'll have more spoilers probably next Tuesday as well. But yeah, we already went over that in great detail. I can mention some things about it, I guess. Basically, we're getting a almost complete overhaul of the hero system. The traits we know will still be in place, but basically everything else is going to be revamped in some way. And the most noteworthy thing is we will now have a whole nother leveling system with it, which is based on how much we play with the class itself. And this new leveling system will give 7 different perk things that you can choose from. There's going to be 3 categories each, or there's going to be 7 categories, each with 3 choices. You can choose 1 from each. So 7 different perks total. And you unlock these as you play with the hero class. It takes quite a while to actually fully max out a hero class. But once you finally do, you get a bunch of these additional effects. Many of these work exactly like how traits work. So you're basically getting 10 traits on every hero once you have it fully maxed. It makes almost every single hero class one of the best things to put on your team. So yeah, it's gonna make it's basically gonna make hero near mandatory to use on your teams. Unfortunately, there is still going to be retaining the 50 gem costs. So we're going to have to see specifically what they balance everything out to see which ones are going to be the most worth using. But yeah, I'll try to do a video covering that as soon as I possibly can once it does go live. Which hero classes are worth focusing on, which ones have the best abilities, which ones are the best abilities, and stuff like that. It's probably going to be a pretty long video. I don't know if I'm going to do it as like 2 or 3 videos or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to go over probably on day 1, just because it's a pretty vital thing to know. But yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Did he just triple kill? I believe it triple kills sometimes if they have the exact same name. People were mentioning that. And apparently every single time it has triple killed, it was the exact same name. I think it has to be exact same name and exact same durability. Because sometimes it doesn't do that. That or it's just random if it does it. But, yeah, that's weird. Anyways, we just triple killed off an ability that's supposed to only double kill. That's one of the glitches on Ubistet that I was talking about, too, that makes him so much better. That's not the only one, obviously. There's like 3 or 4 different glitches with him. Which is why he's actually so powerful right now. What do we need? We'll go and throw that down. Let's see, can we triple kill again? Ah, we did get triple kill. And that's almost match. If we get a skull here, it'll be match. I didn't get it, but he'll just kill himself out, and down it goes. Next week, he's in the event keys. Wait, is he in event keys next week? Hold up. What's next week's event? 1 second. Next week's event is Centaurs, or Divinian Fields. Wait, he is in Divinian Fields, isn't he? I forgot he even resides in that kingdom. Divinian Fields... Yeah, he does. I had no clue how I couldn't remember that. I did not realize he actually is in Divinian Fields. I don't know where I thought he was from, but Divinian Fields was not where I thought he was. Interesting. Oh, there's actually quite a bit of explosion in this kingdom as well. Explode, really good explode, and insanely good explode. So, yeah, this kingdom actually has a lot of explode options. Well, 4, but still, that's way more than the average kingdom. But, yeah, he technically will be in the event key drop table. Let's see what else is coming out on that day. We're getting an invasion troop, that's useless. And we're getting some new troop. It is a common. Summons a... Wait, what? Am I reading that correctly? I am so confused. What? Hold up. Wait. Oh, can only be cast once. Okay, I see. I was gonna say, okay, that ability really confused me for a second. The first two words that it reads as is summon Orion on a common. I was like, wait, but it's only castable once. But yeah, it summons Orion, a common that summons a legendary at 100% rate and gives all allies magic divided by 2 plus 1 life, and can only be cast once. So you can't put multiple on your team, or else you won't be able to multicast them. But yeah, you just cast it once, go from there. Uses green, has an air link, so you can feed into yellows. But yeah, it's kind of cool, though that's actually not really going to be that useful. Orion is near useless. Even from an early game perspective, he is near useless. So this thing only summoning that thing once isn't really going to do that good. Also, to be able to summon it, you also need a slot killed on your team, which means you can't put this in first slot, and you're going to have to try to dispose of this thing, and it's just going to be really insanely clunky to use on your team, and I think it's going to be useless. Whatever it's used for next week, whatever bonus it gives, it's probably going to be 2 times trait stones if I'm not mistaken, though it could be glory as well. Whatever it is used for, let's hope that it's... we'll probably just have to put it on some kind of very, very weak team, because there's no point in actually using him how he's supposed to be used. The only context I could ever see him being particularly useful in is Arena, and that's it. Out of the case of Arena or like insanely new players under level 100 are the only 2 instances I would really see that thing come into play. But yeah, event keys next week does technically have World Breaker. I don't think it's worth event keying for, because the other drops you could get aren't particularly useful. But yeah, he is technically in event keys next week. Who knows, maybe he'll be craftable as well. Oh, did the stream go off for a second? Yeah, it does that sometimes. Hello, Trithulu. You've got a question regarding Quick Explore with Sunbird, Rowan, Double Firebomb. Why exactly in this order wouldn't it be better for bomb? No, you don't put the bombs first. The reason for this is a firebomb, as well as basically everything that explodes and then kills itself out. So basically firebomb and bombbot, as well as anything else they ever add. The reason you don't want to do this is because they absorb the mana that from the explosion. So let's say you use your firebomb in first slot, and basically what happens is it does its explosions before it dies. So it depletes all of its mana, it explodes, but it then accumulates that mana. So let's say you explode a bunch, it gains 5 red. Let's say 5 red. Instead of giving all 5 of those reds to your Sunbird, it will take 4, then die, and then give your Sunbird only 1 mana. So you should never use fire bombs in front of your red. You should also never use bomb bots in front of your brown, unless you're using multiple. You should always have at least one... you should have at least 1 red in front of your firebomb whenever you're casting it, and you should have at least 1 brown in front of your bomb bots whenever you're casting it. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting all of the mana, or most of the mana that accumulates. What was the team that you suggested, JCG? Let's see. Glaceon, Bloodhammer, Apothecary, Highforge. We've tried that before. It's pretty much the exact same thing, except we get a quicker Bloodhammer, which can sometimes mana generate for us nicely. But we could go try it again. I don't see why not. So many one-turn wins? Wait, how do you one-turn win with that? You'd have to get a really lucky 5 times or something. How would you go about countering Doomskull spam? There's no counter. There's literally no counter. And did you know there is no Xbox achievement for completing all the achievements? I don't believe there is on any of the platforms, if I'm not mistaken. That's mainly because they add more achievements every single patch these days. Like, next patch is going to be bringing in 2 or 3 more achievements. So they're probably never going to have an achievement for all achievements, because they're perpetually adding more achievements. Let's see, you're at 3.7k diamonds, and you might be hard to reach 4k to get Fairish Raw. Let's see, you have enough to craft 22 10s. Is it really worth it? What, to craft diamonds? Yeah. I don't personally do it just in case they ever add a new feature. Well, I still do it on occasion. But, yeah, it's perfect. If you're referring to jewels, it's definitely worth crafting these into diamonds. That's what I put all them into. It's the only thing you should ever put them into. Sapphires is useless, Emerald useless. All 6 of these color ones are useless. The only thing that's worth crafting out of shards is diamonds at this current moment in time. I am stockpiling some of mine. It's not a really big stack, but just in case they ever make this usable on something else. I do kind of want to start accumulating it because you never know. But at this current moment in time, you don't use shards for anything other than shifting them into diamonds. So yeah, it's definitely worth putting them into diamonds then. Actually, if we did it right now, we'd be able to craft 5 mythics. Also, that reminds me. I didn't even notice this earlier. But if I'm not mistaken, we have finally hit 100,000 seals. Let's go to guild real quick. Guild. And there we go. We have done it. We have now achieved... where'd it go? We have now achieved over 100,000 seals. And I'm still holding them until they buff it. Well, they're not really buffing it, but they're adding more things to the drop table. Let's see. Try this full insulated team. Glaceon, Ice Goblin, Firebomb, and Skady. Sure, we can try it in a second. Let me go try the previous team that was mentioned. The Doomskull Highforge. And I think it's fine to use against this. Actually, we're just going to overwrite this thing. So let's get rid of that. Put that there. Get rid of that. Come on. Put that, and then get a Highforge. There he is. Banner. What was suggested? Where'd it go? It's buried in all the chats. Seriously, where did it go? There it is. Bloodhammer, Apothecary, +2 blue, +1 green. So basically all in Apothecary. Where'd it go? Yep, pretty much all in Apothecary. Let's give it a shot. See what happens. Also, we didn't need to deny out his blue anyways on this battle, so that works out perfectly. Okay, so we'll take that over. We'll take that. Didn't get an extra turn, but we have Apothecary now. We can go cleanse away the freeze. I don't have extra turn. Nothing really seems excessively worth going for. Oh, we're not frozen on purple, are we? We'll go for that. Why not? Still, nothing is excessively worth going for. I guess we could do it on green or something. Oh, wait. Yellow. Grab that. And it should be match, so we'll get that down. Get another Doom. What even is that Cascade? Oops, I always am used to him being in the last slot. I almost just casted that thinking it was him. It's even the same mana color as well. But yeah, it actually did work out quite nicely. PvP teams for Avatar of Guard, please. Sure. The main one I tend to run it in is Honor, Apothecary, Guard's Avatar, and... oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll go do it right after this. I forget if I still have it saved. I don't think I do anymore because I overrid it. But, yeah, we'll go do that in a second. Wait, did he just almost kill it? Oh, he's using double Ubistet. No wonder why he almost killed us instantly. Double Ubistet is so ridiculously powerful in defend. I want it just to troll people on defend. Even if it's going to cost us so much resources, I kind of want it just to do that. Okay, let's go. I think we still win, though. There's actually easy, really easy way. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't do that. There's actually a ridiculously easy way to counter him, though. All you have to do is just barrier spam. Even something like Double Dwarven Gate, something as simple as that with 2 commons is enough to counter out his ability. Because as long as you ensure he never gets a kill, you never lose. He has 1 HP. What do we need? We don't have alignment, do we? No, we do not. Nor do we have any cascades worth going for, so let's grab that. We have more armor than him, so this actually does go for the kill. We'll do that, though. And all we have to do is now hit him with anything. Only problem is we barely have anything, but we still go for that. And down it goes. Let's see. Did I miss anything in chat? I believe I missed one. Worth using event keys next week? I would not bother using event keys next week, no. I personally do not feel like it'll be worth it. Oh, I know what I was going to go do. I was going to do Guard's Avatar. Oh, I still have it set up. Nice. Honor, Apothecary, Guard's Avatar, and Corvash is the team. It's a +2 brown, +1 blue, -1 purple banner, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just rush Apothecary, go into Honor, spam Honor, go from there. So, what do we need here? Don't want to give him anything. We'll take that over. See if we have Apothecary. Don't really have it anywhere too useful. I'm still going for mana, though, so we'll go for that. That does miss, or pretty much miss. And now I'll want to keep spamming this on blue. And we're a little short. I guess we'll take some skulls. Maybe he'll get distracted by it, and he does. Perfect. So we'll go for blue again. Nice. And you basically just keep spamming blue until you get to one-shot range. You can spam other colors too. The reason you do blue, though, is because it gives you Apothecary and it also gives you Corvash. But you could either go for double shot or just go for single shot. Right now, we might as well just go for single shot, though, which is what we're trying for. What do we have as far as casts? I guess we get rid of purple there. Just trying to find one that didn't ruin those blues, but it's fine. I think we only need like 1 or 2 more. We could go calculate it out. We might actually already be there. Oh, he just missed. As long as he doesn't do anything weird, we should be okay. That's fine. Oh, he did just take out some of my thing. Is that enough damage? I'm not going to bother calculating it. I think we had enough damage for a while. It was like 150 damage or something. But yeah, that's basically what you do with Guard's Avatar. Ideally, you would have fully traded Honor, though it's not required. Actually, a lot of things on this team need to be fully traded if you really want to fully utilize it. Honor fully traded is useful, but not required. Guard's Avatar fully traded is useful, but not required. The only thing that's particularly required, if you're going to be using it, is Corvash fully traded. Mainly because this stun boost ratios the Honor's armor boost. Every single stun on the opposing team gives you 4 additional armor. So assuming you have the entire enemy team stunned, that is 16 additional armor for your entire team. And obviously with Guard's Avatar boosting based on armor, that's really, very useful. I personally don't run Guard's Avatar these days because most of the other mythics that are heavy hitters like Infernus and Ubistat are way better than it because they don't deteriorate as he loses stats. That's the biggest issue with things like Ketris the Bull and Guard's Avatar in particular, is once they start falling behind, they're really hard to recover with. Whereas Infernus can literally just infinitely loop, and Ubistat you can sometimes get some really decent double kills even if you're at a disadvantage. Whereas other mythics somewhat get weaker as they lose their advantage. This also makes them better in Guild Wars too, because things like these are way, way better than in Guild Wars. Because in Guild Wars, you want to make sure you can always make a comeback at any point. Whereas things like Guard's Avatar, if you try using like an Honor, Guard Avatar, Corvash team on Brown Day of some sorts, with one of the troop other than Apothecary, it's going to work, but you're going to get countered on some battles, and it's just going to be impossible to get back, regardless of what you do. Oh, next week's event is for Divinian Fields. Nothing is particularly good in Divinian... Well, I shouldn't say that. There's Ragnagord, there's Herdmaster, which you probably already have already, and there's Wardbreaker. And that's about it. There's technically Artima and stuff like that too, but most notably, the only things really used for that kingdom are Wardbreaker, Herdmaster, and Ragnagord. Herdmaster's one of the best exploders in early game, as well as the absolute best cleanser in early game. Ragnagord, when fully traded, is one of the best exploders in the entire game. Though when he's not fully traded, there's so many things better than him. The only thing that makes him really good when traded is the fact he starts with half mana, which means he only needs 7 mana to get to full. And Wardbreaker, just because he's the highest mana cost strip in the game with one of the highest impact abilities in the game. Can you just get a kill? I think we just lost. We're gonna take the skull. Not over yet. Very close to it though. Luckily that went down pretty nice, but we don't have much follow-up. Take the skull, throw in Furnace. We'll get a kill, but if this doesn't actually turn, we could be in trouble. And it didn't. What's the board looking like? Not really that good. I guess we'll throw another Infernus down. And that'll be that. Good morning, Dragon Ball Z fan. Welcome. Also, hello, Dark Owl as well. Welcome. Grave Knight and Hope's Crescent and Carmella with Umbra Wolf, Archer class. That sounds like it could work. I haven't been using Grave Knight, mainly because I prefer using the weapon or Mang itself to go and do that. But there's definitely potential to use Grave Knight this week in raids. I just personally have been not using it. I'd much rather do the whole skull spam thing that we're going for with now. The only thing that I feel like Grave Knight doesn't really do that well in that context of that team is, or really any team that's using it this week, is it doesn't help you kill the boss any quicker, which I feel like is one of the more important roles to have, specifically killing out the boss. Okay, we'll go to that. Let's throw down a double kill. And that'll be a match off of Infernus. Yeah, never mind. There we go. You got what today off of Gem Keys? I didn't see your previous comment. But yeah, what did you get off of Gem Keys today? Also, congrats on whatever it is. Also, hello, Metal! Welcome. Oh yeah, Skatey team. What was your Skatey team again? You did mention something with that, with like Firebomb. Glaceon, Ice Goblin, Firebomb, Skatey. We'll give it a shot. Okay, clear this out. Oh yeah, we were using this for Red Guild War, weren't we? That might actually be my new Red Guild War now. Where's my Red Guild War? I think I was using the loop thingy here. Yeah, I was. That's still kind of worth keeping, but you know what? I did really enjoy this team. Covers all the bases. Has Ragnagord in it. Can't go wrong with Ragnagord. But yeah, let's go get everything in here. Let's see if I can even remember what it was off the top of my head. It's Ragnagord, definitely Queen Titania. It's Red Day. Queen Titania. Well, not today. It isn't Red Day. Well, it's not even Guild Wars this week. But Dawnbringer. Red green, red green, red green. Yagway, I would assume. Why would it be anything other than Yagway? And what was the order of this? Probably that in first slot, that in second. And that's probably what the team was. Let's see how correct I got it. It should be exact. No, actually. Ragnagord first slots. I guess that makes sense. You lose your mana generator, but you can still mana generate off of Yagway. I guess it works either or. Guess it really depends on what we're up against. Yeah, I guess for now we'll put it back as that. Okay, anyways, let's go replace this out now. Get rid of all this, and let's go do that team. So, one last time, what was it? It was Glaceon! I really need to go get Glaceon to Mythic. By the time I get Glaceon and King Bloodhammer Mythic, they will be nerfed already. So, it's not like they get much of a benefit, but still. This entire time I've still only had them as Legendary. Because I didn't bother opening any event keys during the week when all that came out. It's also why this thing's only epic rarity right now. I didn't bother opening any event keys during that event. Well, I shouldn't say any event keys. No, never mind. I didn't do any. Like, literally none. Never mind. On my other account, I did. But on this account... Actually, that's kind of funny. My other account, I believe, has a Mythic Ice Goblin, yet my main account doesn't. Because I didn't bother throwing event keys that week, because I was saving them for other times. Anyways, Ice Goblin, Firebomb, and Skatey. So we'll give this a shot as suggested. Get a Skatey in there. No banner was mentioned. What do we even need? Oh, never mind, Lion banner was mentioned. I just always assume none is mentioned. Lion. It's the one with little lion heads on it. And there we go. At least they're not yellow lion heads. Before the previous patch, when they had those like different icons, or like 1 or 2 versions ago, they had 2 yellow lion heads on them, which was the most confusing thing ever, because it gives +2 blue and not yellow. But yet it had 2 yellow lion heads, which didn't make any sense. You'd assume if it had 2 yellow lion heads, it'd be +2 yellow, but that wasn't what it was. Luckily, this banner makes it look not as confusing. Anyways, we'll go with this. See what we can do with it. Also, hello, Elite Gaming. Welcome. Also, hello, Rustlebone as well. Alright, we're gonna take these reds. Go through a Firebomb immediately. Get into everything. Get a Skatey for a summon for a Queen Mab. Go from there. As you mentioned, this is basically an insulated team. Personally, this late in the game, you don't really need 4 times immune to insulated, though. Divine Teams is basically what you use this late in the game if you need anti-freeze. You don't normally bother with a team like this. But still, it is, does look like it actually works, which is kind of cool. You even have your blue mana generator off the front. Really lucky explode, or never mind. Okay, I wish that would have been full mana. Do we have alignment? Hope so. That'd really help get this team going. Apparently not though, so we'll take Skull. See what else we can move around. Glaceon, are you worth casting? No. Are we still gonna cast you? No. Oh, come on, we'd even surge. Oh, we got all the mana. What even is that cascade? Wow. Still no alignment though, so we'll go clear the board some. Has that fixed it at all? Not even slightly. Still take Skull, get the kill. He just silenced something that's pretty important. Oh, any mana drained it. Oh, that's annoying. We'll go take that over. Main thing, we need to win the battle, and we can't even use it. Okay, we got the blues for free. Take that. I guess we can go interrupt this team again. Though this would move Gorgolfa back to first slot, which technically I wouldn't want to do yet. Not until we can secure the damage to actually take it out. So we'll take red there. Get the explosion. We do have enough to go an extra turn. We have 14 now. I don't think we'll be able to get all the way back to full mana though. We'll let him get a little bit more, oh, do we have enough blue? No, we don't. Let him get a little bit more mana so we can actually kill him off the thing. Really lucky extra turn. Still not enough blues. Guess we'll throw the explosion again. Can't go take that Doom Skull now, though it's not really going to matter. One blue short. Unfortunate. There we go, finally. So we'll get that down. Move that. We could actually double hit this. It's almost kill too, isn't it? And wait. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, what's the perpetual blue storm from? Duh, Skatey. Because I was gonna say, that's actually kind of helpful. Yeah, it is an interesting combo. I don't think I would bother using it compared to 4 times Divine, but it is pretty cool. Also, we just got a pet from someone in my guild. Let's go claim that. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the Vanian Fields pet? That's the bonus for next week. So we might actually use that. Good thing we're getting more copies of it then. It's actually pretty convenient. How many are we at right now? Maybe I'll go upgrade it for next week. It's probably not worth it. Okay, yeah, this isn't going to make it go any further, but it might bring it a little bit closer at least, if nothing else. Anyways, let's go claim the pet real quick. Let's go do the, you know what, let's actually go test the, King, oh, what's his name? Highforge. Let's go test this here. And banner. I think we were just using Rush Apothecary. Kind of like how you'd use a +2 red, +1 yellow for a Valkyrie. We're using the +2 blue, +1 green. Where is it? That's not it. That's one. Is it? There we go. Okay, so right off the bat, let's get Apothecary up. Apothecary, what do you land on? Looks like red. Somehow one of you get the full mana, go. Now you need alignment, go. Never mind, we don't even need alignment. That was already enough damage. Good job. Hello, Scott. Good morning. Welcome. Also, we do have redeem codes again. I'll give out the first redeem code. You know what? We found a pet. I'll give out the redeem code after we finish out this pet. How about that? And we'll give out another one once we find another pet. Or at any point if we don't find a pet. We'll definitely have 2. Yeah, we might as well go give out a redeem code at the end of this pet. Since we found one. It's pretty much midway through the stream. Anyways. But yeah, if anyone still has any other questions, anything you want me to go over. We've been going over many teams, mainly just messing around with high-level PvP stuff. Mainly because I haven't farmed like any of it this week, so I've been needing to do so. Actually, when we started this stream, I think I was at like 600 rating in PvP. We were at 60,000th rank or something. What do we need? Gonna move that down. And not 60,000 rank, like 60,000th place. Because we've done so few battles prior this week. At least specifically in PvP. Because most of my week this week has been in raids. That one pet rescue team you use if you don't have Glaceon is here. Another troop we could use in place. With this team I'm using right now. Well, normally what I would be using on my other level account, as well as technically we could get away with it on this account too. Well, obviously if we can get away with it on lower level account, we can obviously get away on this one. But I love using for these battles. It works for all of them except the submerge one, which was the one that was actually available for that pet the other day. But double Dwarven Gate Valkyrie Tesla. It works for essentially every single one of these, except for goblins and except for the Submerge one are the only two it doesn't really work against. And all you do is just cast Valkyrie, double Dwarven Gate, Tesla, Valkyrie again, repeat, dead. And you never take any damage. And if you do take damage, your Dwarven Gates are so tanky that they take basically 0 relative to how much durability they have. And it's pretty cheap. The only thing you need is Tesla. Double Dwarven Gate is common, so it's ridiculously easy to get. And Valkyrie is rare, so most people have that just laying around as well. But if you have Tesla, it pretty much runs through everything. It's one of the reasons why I say it's kind of worth crafting. It's one of the very, very few legends that is definitely worth crafting. Simply because once you get it, you run through... it allows you to run through dungeons and pets without really worrying at all, which is kind of nice. Because it can be pretty hard early on in the game to run through those 2 game modes. While it is possible, it's just difficult. Oh, so hello, D. Welcome. Oh, did I see your question? Sorry, Dark Owl. No, I did not. Let's see. My eyes being all tired. You said hi. That one team you use for pet rescue, if you don't have Glaceon, is there a different troop we could use in its place? So this specific one I'm using right now, then? Are you referring to? You could use basically any skull spammer in the entire game if you're running with this kind of concept of team. Doesn't have to be Glaceon. Like if you were using the Gorgolfa variant. Basically, like Keeper Souls or any brown purple that creates skulls, there's a lot of them. I think there's like 5 different brown purples that create skulls to some degree. Most of them are higher rarity. Actually, I believe almost all of them are higher rarity. But if you have one of them laying around, that's what you would end up replacing it with. Yeah, we have alignment. That's dead. Throw down the other one. And how's he not dead yet? Go take that. Down it goes. Yeah, quite a few things do become easier as they add more kingdoms. As well as the change that they're going to be adding next patch is actually going to make, between the hero change as well as just kingdoms getting more upgrades, a lot of content's actually going to become quite a bit easier within the game that are specifically up against the AI. As far as up against players, it's going to become even harder, and there's going to be even bigger gap. But as far as facing the AI itself, it's going to be quite a bit easier in most game modes. We're getting a bonus to the star system that's going to make it a lot easier to upgrade. Well, maybe not a lot easier, but slightly easier and a lot more understandable. And they're going to be doing a change to hero that's going to be making it ridiculously good compared to other pieces of content within the game. And it's going to be best in slot for almost every team ever. Okay, we'll go be throwing that down. And I think that's... Oh, never mind. I was going to cast one more. It's like, oh, I think this will be match after we cast this. Already did. Fail. Dispel unsubmerges troops, though. Yes? Yes. If you want to use a Zero spam or really any Dispel spam, it does undo Submerge. So, if you wanted to use an Azura on your Valkyrie Dwarven Gate team thingy, you could. The only problem with that is you would have to sacrifice a Dwarven Gate, which would make it really receptible to taking a hit to die out on. So you want to be careful to that. Yeah, we'll go take that. Do we have anything else to throw? Doesn't look like it. Don't think we have any converts. Nothing to really go for. Take a skull. Alignment. Do we have it? No, we did not. Take skull. But you know what? We'll just grab that. Alignment. We still don't have you, but we'll go throw that onto yellow. And sure, we'll get that down. See what else we might have. Throw that onto the green. And it's pretty much match. Throw the other one down. And dead. You have Infernus, Fierce Raw, Wordbreaker, and Jotnar Storm Shield. Which next mythic should you be looking out for? Probably Ubistet. Probably Ubistet. Either Ubistet or Ketris. Both of them are really good high damage output troops. Particularly the Ubistet, so basically just go for Ubistet. Assuming he doesn't get nerfed next patch, or if they don't fix his glitches. Ubistet might actually be the best mythic in the game right now. The only reason I don't consider it that is two reasons. One is Infernus can still infinitely loop, whereas Ubistet can't. And the second is the reason why Ubistet is actually the absolute best is mainly because he's not doing what the card says. And if they actually fixed it to do exactly what the card says, he'd be slightly worse than absolute best mythic. But yeah, definitely Ubistet these days. Especially if you have fully traded Divinish Ball, it's just so insane how much mana you can get into it instantly. Really everything that ever half starts mana tends to be really good. But of course the Divine one is just particularly good because there's so many good Divines. Like half the mythics in the game almost, like 30, I want to say 33%, 40%, I don't know the exact percent. But some kind of ridiculously high percent of all mythics within the game are either Daemon or Divine. And yeah, almost a third of them are Divine, so that's quite a bit. So we'll go take red there. Go convert out all the purples. And we do have alignment for that. Also, a lot of the mythics they've been adding recently, too, have been all Divine, too. So we'll go throw that down. Get our hit in there. And we'll go give it a redeem code after this battle. And we'll give the other one out when we find another pet. And down it goes. How many copies do we get? Come on, 10. One copy. No. At least it's one copy. But yeah, we'll need Centaur bonus next week probably for stuff since it is Centaur week. There's a hero class for it too, but since they haven't buffed the hero class yet, it's not going to be worth using with it. The apothecary. Oh, never mind. I already read that. Da-da-da. Let's see. Should a team with Ubistet, please? Sure, we were using that a bunch earlier. But we'll go do it again. Yeah, that's this team. The Mercy, Infernus, Ubistet, Divinish, Paula. This is still personally my favorite team in the entire game. Hey, treasure gnome. Oh, oops, I forgot to give out code. Well, there's your code. There's the code. Yeah, let me go do that right now after we kill out the gnome. Even more of a reason to give one out. I found a gnome. Let's see. Let's throw Infernus down. Get an Ubistet on him. Extremely overkill it. Actually, do we have Mercy? Let's go do that. Throw that over. Throw an Infernus. Ubistet dead. And let's match. What was that? Turn 2? Turn 3? Somewhere around there. What do we get? Something good. 5 gems. That's not horrible. Anyways, let's go give out the redeem code. And we got a revenge battle. What do we get from this? Oh yeah, duh. Just more resources. Yeah, a lot of resources too. Definitely really easy to do as well. Would highly advise getting this done. Just play a bunch of PvP and explore battles. Preferably PvP, but explore would go quicker. And yeah, 150 gems is sitting there, plus the 7 gem keys, plus a bit of souls. But mainly the gems and gem keys. That's a really, really good value. Actually, between the two of them, what does that come out to? Let's assume every gem key is 9 gems, because that's the cheapest you could ever buy them for. So 9 times 7 plus 150. So there is 213 gems worth of stuff from just doing all those. And it's pretty much stuff you'd already be doing since it's PvP and Explore. The two areas you'd probably spend the most amount of time in. Or at least late game you would. Maybe not earlier on in the game, but still, PvP is always really good value. Anyways, let me go give out a redeem code. We'll have another one a little bit later in the stream as well. Let's go give out the first one. Make sure I mark the correct one. Make sure I don't use one that I might need for later either. I don't believe I need too many of these for later, though. So we'll go with this. Looks like Boom or something. Don't know what word she was trying to go with that. Or Kapow. Oh, no, it's Kapow. Kapow! It's like one of those, like, fist things when they, like, punch in a, like, comic book. It's like, Kapow! That's, like, the first thing I think of. Is like, boom. Right to the face. Anyways, Kapow. Let me go get the little code thingy, copy, let me go put it into the thing, make sure it works, but boom, boom. The previous code we had was banana ram. We actually found an image of a banana ram as well. It's a ram with bananas as horns. It was really funny. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, checking the code. It works. Let me go put this here so I can copy paste it, put that over there, replace my redeem code, get that out the way, get that in there, center it, should be centered enough. Whoa, 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 never mind. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's all over the place. Okay, that should be fine. Wow, I actually have to backspace it? That is such a long code. Wow, that is a long code. It's because there's so many M's in it and W's. Makes it so elongated because this typeface is so gigantic with those letters. Anyways, there's the code. Let me go put it into chat as well for any of you that want to go use it. This is usable on every platform except the 2 console versions for any of you that want to go use it. If you're on PC, mobile, or the Amazon version, it'll work. Your invite code can be found underneath your invite code or underneath settings. Any of the little cogs that you see, just click on one, and whatever your game says there is what you put in. Don't put in mine, put it in whatever your game says. And the redeem code is obviously what it says below or what's posted in chat. Used on gemsofwar.com underneath game code section. If the link doesn't work for whatever reason, just click the game code on that link. There'll be like a little bar up there, click game code, and just put everything in there. Click that you're not a robot. Unless you are a robot, then I don't know what to do. And then go for this, and it's the same as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we'll have another one a little bit later in the stream. Did we get anything from the gem key? Spirit Fox, good troop, don't need it though. And there we go. Anyways. Yeah, let's head back to PvP. Do you have any good team combos with Voice of Orpheus? No. Voice of Orpheus was really underwhelming because the way that its the way that its ability interacts with everything is horrible. It sounds like it would do a lot more damage than it does, but it doesn't. And it sounds like it would just be better than it is, but it isn't, just because of how it interacts. It's honestly probably one of the worst mythics in the game right now, due to how it interacts with stuff. It's never really worth using. You're better off just putting like a standard Mercy into your team and just running something like this. Or, you know, feeding yellow into anything. Doesn't necessarily have to be this exact team. But I would not really bother with Voice of Orpheus, ever. Okay, we'll take the blues, grab all that. Do we use stats? It would guarantee our kill on the one, but it's not really that big a threat, so I don't think we need to guarantee our kill for it. We still get it regardless. Pretty much anywhere we would have hit, as long as we didn't hit the last 2, would have gotten it. Go for the kill there. Hits everything except the Dragon Soul. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe a good thing. He could have given us alignment. He didn't, though. He had the chance, but he failed us. Okay, he revives. That easily gives us mana, though. And then we just Infernus into the kill. We'll do it that way, though. And that's enough to kill it out. Yeah, no problem for the code. A banana that looks like a ram will look funnier than a ram with 2 bananas as ears. Or as horns. I guess so. I don't really see bananas looking like anything, though, other than bananas. They're not like crackers or some other kind of object where they can look like different objects. I've never seen a banana look like anything other than a banana. Unless you're talking about like the shapes that are formed when there's like stains in the banana. From it starting to rot out. Okay, we'll take yellow there. Maybe take another yellow or something. Go for Infernus, go from there. And that'll be match. Okay, we'll go through Mercy. And just do the normal combo. Can we get a triple? Yes, we can. So were they all the exact same durability there? I believe they were. And that's why I did a triple. Because they had the same name and same durability. Yes. If they have the exact same name and the exact same durability, Ubistet will triple kill. That, or maybe it just has to be the exact same durability. It might not even have to be this exact same name. Though, of course, if they're the exact same troop, it's a higher chance that they'd be the exact same durability. So yeah, it probably actually is only exact same durability, not name. It just, obviously, if they are the exact same troop, it's just a lot more common for it to happen. Yeah, apparently Ubistet, if Ubistet double kills, and the lower, wait, what is this build again? If one dies, then the other one. Yeah, so if Ubistet gets a double kill, and both of them die out, everything with the exact same HP will also die. Apparently. Or something very similar to that weirdness. Yeah, something close to that would happen. Which is not intended. Nor would you ever really get it unless the team is deliberately using the same troop over and over again. Because it'd be ridiculously hard to set something like that up. Can I try 3 times Dwarven Gate with a Queen Mab? That would not work. Because you're denying your blues constantly. There'd be no point doing with a Queen Mab. You'd be better off doing almost any other troop there other than Queen Mab. The only reason you put a blue with Dwarven Gates specifically is because you're running Valkyrie with it. But if you're running triple Dwarven Gate, you can put literally anything in 4th slot. Ideally, whatever your biggest damage source would be. But yeah, I would never really actually run double Dwarven Gate. I mean, triple Dwarven Gate. There's no point. Double Dwarven Gate Valkyrie is way stronger than it. Plus it gains you souls. Plus it gains you more mana. Plus it has more board control. Plus it's just better in every possible way. Okay, we could actually lose this battle. Get rid of the barriers. 23 HP. Still enough to live off of at least. So we'll get that down. That gives us all the mana we need. That's match. Oh, you're going for perpetual triple Dwarven Gate for infinite mana thing? Still, wouldn't you go for Queen Titania or something instead? Queen Titania is more damage than Dwarven Gate. I mean, then Queen Mab. I don't know why I just said Dwarven Gate. But, yeah, it still doesn't make sense as to why you would... Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, never mind. She's 16 mana cost, isn't she? Okay, maybe you do use Queen Mab then. There has to be something with 15 mana cost that's better, though. Alright, let's go through, do we need Ubistet yet? No. Yeah, we'll go give it a shot, I guess. Might as well. It's been ages since I bothered running triple of him. Ow, we could actually lose. Ow, I needed that mercy. We had such a good alignment there. Oh well, at least we have that. And that should be match. We're pretty close to it. Take that, take that, take that. Take a yellow. Ubistet's not worth going for yet. Take a skull. Ubistet dead. And down it goes. Didn't even need the boost ratio. Already had enough off of just the magic. Okay. Let me go clear through this real quick, then we'll go do the team you mentioned. I still don't feel like you should use Queen Mab, though. Because there's too many things that have immune to mana burn. Of course, if they didn't have anything, then it would be fine. But there's a lot of stuff that does. 1 mana off on that. We could easily just go do that. Go for the mana we need. Get the reds. Do that over. Skull poke. Oh yeah, we're doing these battles. I can just poke him with that. Oh, that's not enough. Apparently not. And all we have to do is hit it once. If it would stop poking us, would be great. We'll just do a random move of any kind. End your turn, and then it goes. Hello, Gamer Pro Sempre. Welcome. So many rewards. How do we even get a map? When did we get that cascade? They're happening out of nowhere. Okay, let's go give this a shot. Oh, it's against a somewhat strong team, but we'll see what happens. Nothing else, we have barrier spam against it. Anyways, let's go and give this a shot. Dwarven gates 3 times over. And I wish you could search by specific mana cost. What is a 15 mana cost with extra turn capability? Let's see. Does Ash Tender... I mean, Gems of War database. Does Gems of War database have mana sorting based on mana cost? I believe it does. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I want it as a table. Troop type, colors, spell effects, choose columns, cost. There it is. Auto, give me the cost. And I want a cost of 15. Okay, so everything with a cost of 15. Abrath, no. Artima, no. Those technically usable. Bone Dragon, no. Carnex, no. Crimson Bat, technically usable, but though it would be basically the same thing as using Queen Mab to begin with. And then again, you know what? I think Crimson Bat actually could work. We don't have extra turn percent, but it has 20% this week. 24 damage. Wouldn't take that many hits. Less hits than a Queen Mab. Wouldn't have extra turn, but it would take less casts. Dark Monolith, no. Dracos, no. Emperor Corvash, possibly, but probably no, because it's basically the same thing as, or worse than Crimson Bat, basically, in this context. Garuda, no. Gorgotha, no. Hinzela, possibly, but probably no. Yarrow Firemantle, possibly, but no. Keeper Souls, no. High Forge, no. Krog the Dread, no. Leviathan, no. Scion, no. Queen Mab, yes. Jezebel, that wouldn't really be worth it. Rock, no. Skyla. Oh, yeah, that's that one that hits the thing. No, never mind. Solzora, no. Tesla, in the context of this team, probably no. Then again, oh no, it would depend how many casts we need on if that would be better than a, if it would be Tesla or Crimson Bat as being better. And also Yagway is usable. That actually doesn't have any mana conflict either. You know what? I think we go Yagway. Let's go give a Yagway. See what happens. And we'll go with +2 blue. Can we give him even more mana than that? What's the +2 blue other thing? This one. Yep, there we go. +2 blue, +1 green. Let's see what happens with this. We'll give it a shot. I don't think I've used a triple Dwarven Gate since like the first week it came out. I think someone even suggested me to use 4 times Dwarven Gate once. Let's see. We'll go move that over. Yagway. Yeah, we cast it. I'm not gonna get up quick enough. Yeah, I think every single instance we'll almost lose just because we can't get it up quick enough. Actually, let me go use a real team real quick just to clear it out. Yeah, once we get it going, we'd be kind of protected. Problem is so many late game teams get going way too quick. Takes like 1-2 turns before they're already won the entire battle. Actually, do we have alignment? Yes, we do. Case in point, this battle. Pretty much going to be exactly that. Though it is a weaker thing, but still. Yeah, I think that was 1 turn, wasn't it? No, it can't be. We had took damage. I believe that was turn 2. Him only getting 1 move. Another revenge. Well, apparently we'll have to go take out this one too. You crafted Fair Shrine and Furnace. What should you use diamonds on now? Probably Ubestet or trying to think of another one. But yeah, Ubestet is really, really good. Assuming they don't nerf it next patch, and even if they do, it's probably still going to be worth using. Particularly if you have Divine Ishpala fully traded, laying around. Okay, we'll go take the red down. Go for the yellow. I probably should make a new tier list for Mythic, shouldn't I? Like, crafting order. Did I ever even make one in the past? Pretty sure I did. Though it's quite a bit different than what it was then. Because I believe when it was created, things even like Element Grim and stuff were higher than Infernus. But I believe that was because Element Grim didn't get nerfed yet, nor did Infernus get buffed yet. Actually, have I not? Has it been so long since I did a video on it that I haven't done it since Infernus buff? I don't believe I have. Because Infernus hasn't always been this powerful. They randomly gave it like 5 or 6 additional damage out of nowhere. He didn't even need that much damage. He could have maybe went for like 1, 2, or 3 additional damage. But they decided to do like 5 or 6. I forget specifically which. I believe it was 6. Just out of nowhere during one patch. And the Element Grim nerf, I believe they actually indirectly reverted. The nerf to him was his final ability should only do 3 attack reduction. But it currently says 4. I don't know if it's saying 4 because it's just saying 4 or if it actually does 4. But I believe it actually does do actual 4 reduction. I think what happened was they changed the text, forgot to change the number. Then it just kept acting like that, so they changed it back. And now because it's not wanting to do it the other way, to do 3, they're just keeping it as 4. Which, yeah, long story short, it's supposed to be 3, but they're leaving it as 4. For who knows why. But, yeah. They, like, nerfed it, and then indirectly, like, almost instantly unnerfed it. Unintentionally. Oops, I wasn't even paying attention. That was 4 reduction each time, right? Or actually should be 8 reduction because he has 2 of them. Find out in a second. 35 should go down to 27 the second he takes an extra turn. Let's see. Yep, it is. Yeah, he still does 4 reduction, as the card says. But he's supposed to be 3 reduction. Alright, we're gonna throw the Infernus down. And somehow he barely lives. All I have to do is poke him with anything. Problem is, we don't have anything. He almost got the kill. That would have been a fail. And down it goes. If I could ever click the button. If I could ever click the button. Codes are for PC, mobile, and the Amazon version. Basically every version except Xbox 4 and, I mean, Xbox One and PS4 are the only 2 things it doesn't work for. Also, I was going to try the other team. We keep running into Revenge, though. I want to use Revenge, or I want to win every single one of my Revenges because they do give twice the amount of gold. Even though it doesn't actually show that we're gaining twice the amount of gold, we actually are, so definitely want to be making sure we win them. Plus, we get the 3 extra glory, too, of course. Okay, what do we even need to move around? We'll go take reds. See what he does. I'm gonna take a brown skull. Never mind. He's gonna, he could actually get a kill. And there's not any way I can stop it. Guess we'll go for brown. Hey, he got the kill. Not that big a deal, but still. Do we Infernus first? I believe we do. Perfect. And that should be matched, right? I'm not sure if that's enough. I'm not gonna calculate it. Ash, that's why you calculate it. No! Okay, good thing we have a Mercy just sitting there. This isn't Guild Wars or anything, so it doesn't actually matter. If this was, obviously I would have, but this would have just been a waste of time. We'd probably still be calculating out right now, trying to find the exact number, and then realizing that it wouldn't have. Should you craft next? You have Wolf Garrick, Amnesia, Wordbreaker, and Wild Queen. Definitely Fair Shra if you don't have one yet. That should be the first thing you craft. Yeah, that and Furnace. Both of them are like the first two things you ever craft. Like those are like the undoubtable ones that you just instantly craft immediately. Or at least at the current state of the game anyways. But regardless, Ferrous Raw will always be the absolute best thing to first craft ever. That I don't really foresee ever changing. Just because he does such a drastic increase to the amount of souls you gain per hour. Or at least the initial one does. Technically, every single copy does, up to 3. But each one has less of a effect. The first one that you initially get has a... It's not that it diminishes. It's just the first one that you get just increases your extra by so much more. Compared to not having one at all. But they do stack. You can use multiple as well if you had like 2 Ferrous Raws. Did you just win? I think he did. We're going to need to try getting Ubestead in there. Still winnable. Gotta bait out his Mercy or something. So that technically helps us some. I want to take this in a way that doesn't give him anything, so we'll do that. That gives us a Skull. If we could get Ubestead, that's perfect. And match. Oh, that was very close, but Ubestead being Ubestead wins it. That's also what I mean by making comebacks. If that was Guard's Avatar or Ketris or something like that, one of those kind of mythics that still do ridiculously high damage. But if they were in that position, they would have lost. But things like Ubestead and Infernus still win. Even when they're in a corner and only one left. Okay, we'll go for the cast. Please cast. Get a last little bit of our mana. Get Infernus in there. Get a little bit more damage. Another Infernus. There we go. Yeah, I'll be good to go. What do you recommend you do since you've beaten all the kingdom quests? Well, probably start working towards, if you haven't already, get every single kingdom to level 10. To get this gold, you'd most likely want to do PvP. But, yeah, get every single kingdom to level 10. If you've already done that, start working on 3-star all kingdoms and possibly 5-star all kingdoms, depending on how far you are on that already. Yeah, I'd probably say, yeah, if you haven't already, definitely do 10-star, level 10 all kingdoms. Costs about 130,000 gold per kingdom or so. And you gain a bunch of bonus stats that way. See ya, Igog. Have a good day. See you later. How do you redeem the code? What do you put on the invite code? Your invite code is found underneath your options. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. The redeem code is obviously the thing below, as well as the one I posted in chat. And you use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section is where you use it. Yeah, there's the link for it. Right there. Oh, what do we even need here? We don't have any Mercy. We'll take, I guess, a red or something. Get the Infernus down. Also, I didn't even notice. We're getting ridiculously close to 10,000 subscribers. Well, technically, we're more so heading to 9,000 at the moment, but you know. We could maybe make that a goal by the end of the summer. That would be a little bit of a stretch. I think our average subscribers per month is like 300 or so. So that actually would be a bit of a stretch. That'd be like 400 more than normal. Which, I don't know. We need to make a lot more guides if we're going to do that. We'll move that over. Go throw down the Infernus. But yeah, thank everyone for the continued support. Really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun being able to do these streams as well and answering all the questions. Even if I'm missing like half of them, I feel like. I don't think I'm missing too many of them this time around. Though my eyes are a bit tired. I only got like 3-4 hours of sleep. Just couldn't sleep that well last night. I don't know what's about it, but these Fridays lately, I just haven't been able to sleep. I think it was because that one Friday just threw off my entire sleep schedule. And now every subsequent Friday has just been like a whole mess to my sleep schedule. Alright, we'll go throw a Mercy down. Get Infernus dead. Is there a good gold farming team? The best gold farming team is the quickest team you can win with in PvP. There's no team that specifically farm gold farms gold that is quicker than just winning PvP quickly. So the best way to always farm gold, at least currently, is just spam PvP over and over again with the strongest team you have. Basically, well, exactly what we're doing right now. Is, of course, not this exact team. You probably don't have this exact team. But any variant of the quickest possible team you can win PvP with is what you should be using. And down it goes. What's the best gem farming team? The best gem farming team is spamming maps over and over again. There isn't a team that farms gem. There's no way to farm gems other than like treasure hunt, pretty much. Other than doing like various stuff, like, you know, event objectives and stuff like that. But yes, basically spamming treasure hunt's the only way to really obtain gems infinitely. Oh, we did the vent, right? I believe we did. Let me just double check. Make sure everything's in order. And yeah, we're good. Okay, we'll go and let's go do treasure hunt real quick. But yeah, this is basically how you farm gems. Just do this over and over again with whatever maps you have. And either use a Tyree. You can gain about 50 to 100 maps per hour with Tyree these days. You can do it into a... the best team for it, if you have it laying around, is... Well, the cheaper team to use for it is the Dryad, Goblin Shaman, Dryad, and a Tyree, using Frozen Banner, which is the +2 blue, +1 purple banner, with the -1 red. And the absolute best team to use is same banner, but you do it with a Giant Spider, Green Seer, double Tyree. And you just farm maps with that, gain a bunch per hour. Then you come to Treasure Hunt, use all those maps. Farming with Tyree for 1 hour gives you 1 to 2 hours of playing at maps. So, helps out quite a bit. Also, you can technically just use the glory that you get from these maps and throw them into more maps, so you don't have to farm as much with Tyree. But as far as gems are concerned, this is pretty much the quickest way to gain gems. We only gained 1 from that battle, but pretty much every map does average out to about 1 gem over the course of them. And you can do about 55 maps per hour, so that's about approximately 55 gems per hour. And then if you threw all your gold on gold keys and all your glory on glory keys, that brings it up to about 70 gems per hour approximately. And as far as gem farming is concerned, there isn't anything that can be done infinitely that farms gems better than that. Of course, other ways to gain a good majority of your gems is from guild tasks, as well as objectives. Like whenever, like this week, you can gain 150 gems just from doing a bunch of PvP kills and explore kills. So that's pretty profitable. Is there a release date for next bug update? Well, they only do bug updates on the when they do the major client updates. The next major client update's like in 2 to 3 weeks when they do the next patch. But yeah, they'll be fixing quite a few bugs with it. Specifically which, we have no clue, but we'll find out. Okay, interesting. My theory didn't work. Apparently it has to be the exact same name. I assumed name didn't have anything to do with it, but apparently it does. Both of those two had 52 HP, yet it did not kill the Infernus. Maybe it has to be the lower value one that it has to be the same with. So like if 2 of them were 35 and 1 of them was 40, and we kill 2 of them, would both the 35s die? We'll find out if we ever find an alignment for that. That'd be really hard to set up though. Also, I need to do it when they're not the same troop, because we know for sure it'll work when they are the same troop. I want to see what happens when they're not. There, we're gonna take those yellows. Might as well. Get the explosion. He's completely blocking out her though. I'm sure he probably got her to full mana before he did that, because now we don't have her basically for the rest of the battle. Probably not that big a deal, but still. Alright, we get our double kill. Technically triple kill, depending on how you look at it. Let's see, what else do we need? Yeah, it's things like that which makes Ubiset so much more powerful than he actually is. Or at least what he's actually supposed to be. Alright, do we have Mercy? No. We might as well just manually take mana then. Double check for anything else. Take that over. Grab that. Throw another Mercy. Go from there. Get Infernus down. And I'll at least get barriers down if nothing else, so we can go kill it with Ubistet. And don't you dare. No! He could actually win. He could legitimately win. I need to just hit him with one poke of damage and then do anything. And we'll win. Here, we'll do this. And that's way overkill. Not exactly how I was going to do it, but still works out. Hello, RapPF. Welcome. What's the best Ignat farming team? Or is it the treasure hunt only and no way to farm? Oh, no, it's pretty much everywhere. I don't know what the exact best rate will be to farm them. We'll have to find out once it kind of gets released because we don't know too much about it. Also, no one's data collecting at the moment, so we'll have a lot more data once it actually gets released to kind of know what might be better than other methods. Because we don't even know if it's going to be the same drop rate everywhere or what exactly is going to be up with it. But yeah, that's not something we could really determine yet. Though, as far as it's concerned, from what I can currently tell, it is most likely going to be... PvP is going to be... or not PvP. Well, PvP up to 1.9k will give you a decent amount. But the other way that you'd most likely want to do it is just farm explore. Yeah, probably just explore with the standard quick team would be your next best bet. Though the only problem with that is it levels hero classes lower. So with everything factored together, the quickest might just be casual PvP 1 trophies to factor like every possible thing together. Because that would give you more hero EXP. That would give you the Ignat things. You'd still win quickly. And, yeah, that'd probably be the way to go, starting next patch. It technically already is for some things, but might be even more useful next patch. I believe that would also be the quickest way to actually level up your heroes. Assuming that there's not an event for it currently. Did you see the guy who got jailed for comments made in RuneScape and posting YouTube videos? I have not. Yeah, I do play it on occasion. I've been playing it quite a bit less recently. Like, even right now, I'm not even playing it. I was on many of my streams in the past. Let's see. What do we need to move? I'll go for that. Yeah, there's a lot of shady stuff that happens in that game. Let's see. I'll go convert all that out. What else do we need? Get the other convert. Please, click. Get that down. Throw, what do we need? Infernus? Extra turn? Both? Sure, I'll take that. That didn't help much. Infernus, go. Good. And yeah, that should be match. Do that, and now all we have to do is kill out the one. Take the red, throw Infernus, and that should be match. If you'll click. And down it goes. Oh, Sysmon, what was your question? Also, have I tried Divine Protector over Mercy? Yes, I have. And it works pretty decently. The reason I'm not using it right now is because of hero class. We need the current hero class we're using for raids this week. And I can't switch it. What was your question? I didn't see your question. Also, hello, Chris Border. Welcome. Sysmon, what was your question? I see you asking to answer your question, but I don't see your question itself. Mercy, Infernus, Ubistet, Divine, Ishbala, which is what we're using now. How did this team look without Infernus? It would still be fine. What would you replace it with, though? I'm trying to think of a Divine that you'd put there. You'd probably run Ketris the Bull, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd probably just run the same thing just with Ketris the Bull. You'd probably also use Divine Ishbala in front. So the team would probably be Mercy, Divine Ishbala, Ubistet, and Ketris. And if you don't have Ketris, just about anything else would pretty much work. Because the main core of your team would then be Mercy, Ishbala, and then Ubistet. And the fourth troop would basically just be for assist or for cleanup. in the way that we're using it now, we're basically using Infernus as our mana generator. But if you didn't have Infernus, you'd be using your Divine Ishpala as your mana generator. Or at least as your primary mana generator. Whereas we're kind of doing it the other way around right now. Of course, we still use her for mana generation. It's not the main one we're using. With how it's set up, we're using Infernus more so than her. Oh, I was hoping that would kill. That's actually a bit of a problem. We'll go throw that down again. 1 HP, never mind. And then I guess. What determines the trait stones you receive in winning a PvP battle? At this current moment in time, it is 100% random. It used to be based on the kingdom that you're fighting in, but at this moment in time, it is 100% random. It's not affected by difficulty. It's not affected by anything. It's not affected by kingdom. It's just 100% random. Oh, I'll throw it in Furnace then. Get a Mercy. Get the full mana, throw in Furnace, go from there. Oh, we'll go for double kill. And luckily they're right next to each other, so we get to do the full amount of damage, and one more will kill it out. Take the skull. Get in Furnace to full, as I give him all the mana he needs to win the battle. No, there's no way he's gonna win. Unless he explodes like 100 times off of that. That's about the only way it's gonna win. Let's see, 1. How many will it get? 2. Oh no, I only got 1. Well, 2 casts, 1 explode. And it should be enough damage. And down it goes. I mean, even if it wasn't burned, probably would have killed it. Any advice on leveling up stars on kingdoms? That's hard to say because whatever I say will change in like 3 weeks or less. Because stars are being completely overhauled compared to how they are now. But at this current moment in time, though do keep in mind the second next patch comes out, this will completely change. But at this current moment in time, I would say first thing you'd want to do is max level everything within the kingdom. By max level, I mean level as far as it can currently go based on its ascension. Don't try actually fully ascending everything. Of course, if you can ascend anything, ascend them. But level everything to the maximum of which they can based on their ascension. And then go and fully trait the commons, fully trait the rares, first trait everything, and then fully trait all the useful ones. And then from there, you should pretty much be 5 stars for most kingdoms. And that's generally how you go about it. You go about it by leveling them all first. Then you work into getting the traits on the really cheap ones, like the commons and rares. Then you get the really cheap traits, like the first trait on all of them. Then you get the traits for the most useful ones, like the useful legends, useful epics, anything that's useful within the kingdom. And then you pretty much have 5-star on the kingdom. Though do keep in mind, that's going to completely change in like 3 weeks. Due to the new star system. Based on the new star system, I'm not even fully certain what the methodology will be. Basically, it tells you to do like 3 things. And if you do those 3 things, you gain a star. More often than not, those 3 things are going to be ridiculously easy. Though, of course, the further you go, it's going to get harder and harder. Most of them are still going to be based on the same things, though not all of them. I believe some of them will actually be based on the hero class leveling. I'm not fully certain, but then again, maybe not, because not every hero class has the leveling. But yeah, I don't know what exactly all the in-between ones will be. We'll find out more about that when it actually comes out. Hopefully we'll compose out a full list too. I don't think they're going to be posting anywheres, so we'll have to compile it ourselves to figure out what the full list of every single task is for them. Yeah, it's basically going to be a task system for stars starting next patch. It's a lot easier to understand what you need to do next patch to actually level them as well. It's overall a really good improvement for it. Good, he didn't get Devourer. And it's almost matched. Just need to apply a little bit more damage. And dead. Hello, Hawang. Welcome. You convince you just crafted Farish Raw? No problem for the advice. Yeah, if you're running Farish Raw now, Dragon Soul Farish Raw, Double Azurus, Dragon Soul Farish Raw, Azurus, Umberwolf, both insanely good for soul farming in first challenge Divinian Fields on Warlord 2 difficulty. It's easily upwards 30,000 souls per hour. Otherwise, just throw Farish Raw into any Dragon Soul team in PvP and you're pretty much good to go. Yep, please click. There we go. But yeah, you personally won't see me using Ferrous Raw much. It's kind of weird. I always say, like, craft Ferrous Raw. You almost see me never using it. The main reason for this is mainly because I have more souls than I'll ever really need for the most part. So I actually don't need to be using them. But if you watch my content from, like, a year ago, like, literally every team I ever used a soul farming troop on it. Mostly Dragon Soul. But it always used some kind of soul farming troop on it. Either Valkyrie, Dragon Soul, or something like that. Just because I still needed souls at the time. But yeah, until you get done with the soul grind, and you need like 5, 6, or probably these days, probably like 6 or 7 million souls is how many you'll need total throughout the entirety of the game. Of course, that seems like a lot, but that's like literally max everything. Ferrous Raw definitely helps speed it up. The first Ferrous Raw you get almost halves the time you needed to soul farm. Because prior to having a Ferrous Raw, it's approximately 20,000 souls per hour. Though you can get up to 40,000 with a single Ferrous Raw, depending on how quickly you can actually click. Though realistically, it's more towards 30,000 per hour. Anyways, we'll go and Mercy it. But still, that's like a 50% increase compared to what the alternative would be without him. There we go, we'll take greens down. Get alignment there. Throw in Furnace. Move that over. And should pretty much be good for that in there. Too bad we didn't get a triple kill, but he just does it himself, and down it goes. When will you start using the guild keys? Whenever they change them. And if they never intend to change them, then whenever we run out of keys and need them for mythics is likely when we'll throw them down. Or if we need it for kingdom content or something like that. But my current intention with them is to save them until they change their drop table. Even then, to a degree, I don't even know why I'm saving them then. Because let's say they even did do that. Let's say, like, they announced, boom, next patch. Well, you know, not next patch, but 3.6, which is the patch after next patch, most likely. Let's just say, hypothetically, they're going to change the drop table of them. That wouldn't even matter, because we could just Orb of Ascension every single one of them, and just be done with it. So, yeah, we could just do that instead of opening up all the keys. So, I don't know what I'll be doing with it. There's a lot of different ways we can go about it. Regardless, I'm using them for mythics, is the bottom line. Whenever I'm opening them for mythics. Specifically when new ones come out. Of course, I have no need to do that yet if we could still keep using other resources. But that is bottom line what we're going to be using them for, ultimately. We actually currently have enough guild keys that even with average luck, if we get it exactly on the drop rate, we have enough to get about 4 mythics just off of guild keys right now. Because right now we have, how many gem keys worth of guild keys do we have? Let me go double check. It's somewhere over 4,000, I remember that. And every 1,000 is basically 1 mythic. Not a guarantee, but the chance that you get a mythic from opening 1,000 gem keys / max guild keys is near guarantee. Not exactly, but it's a ridiculously high chance that opening that many would give you one. Okay, anyways, let's go check our mail. Claim all that. And let's go calculate it out. Actually, we still have some more to claim, so let me go do that real quick. Oops, that's not what I meant to click on. Guild. Claim the last of my seals. That should be max. There we go. Or at least max for the week anyways. Check my guild. Check my... that's not what I want to check. Check... that's also not what I want to check. Chests. All these. So that number divided by 20 plus 267. Oops, let me make sure I don't accidentally click the key. 1,0,0,902 plus, oops, that's not what I need to do yet. Divided by 20 plus 267 equals, wow, we have 5 mythics in guild keys. We have 5,312 gem keys sitting right there, basically. That's how many guild chests we have. And this late in the game, that's essentially what they convert out to, is gem keys. Because once you have every single guardian to 4 copies, you get 100% whatever the drop rate thing is. And assuming we have 40,000 on the little guild thingy in your guild, they're basically counting as gem keys then at that point. So yeah, 5,312 gem keys. And guild chests is how many we have stacked out. Eventually we'll be using them, but of course, if we can use gem keys or throw like 50 VIPs to get something instead, it's better off doing that in most situations. Yeah, we're getting there. We'll eventually use them. But they're definitely being saved for mythics, that's for sure. But yeah, we're almost at the point where we can obtain every single mythic that will be released for the rest of this year off of just guild keys. Well, couldn't use the code. It said it was used too many times. Oh yeah, we'll have another one soon. Codes tend to only last about 10 to 15 minutes. I think she gives it several hundred claims, like 3, 4, 500. But of course it spreads around very quick, so they don't tend to last that long. Even if we only have, like, let's say 100 viewers, it still will die out in like 5 minutes because it gets spread very quickly between guilds and stuff like that. Because there's over a 100,000 player base based on just the platforms that can actually redeem that code. So the fact that it only has several hundred, it does not tend to last that long. Okay, we'll go and I don't think we have a drop for it. Let's go for double kill. I guess technically I should have taken a skull first, but oh well. Throwing furnace down. Also, I wasn't following too much with the whole E3 thing, but one thing that was brought to my attention from it is the new Mario Party is actually going back to its more classic form, where everything gets to, or where basically everyone gets to move around the board instead of like one whole cart system like they were doing. They basically completely like destroyed the formula for all of the Mario Party games, and then they're finally bringing it back, which is really cool. I almost want to get a Wii U just for that. I've been a very, very huge Mario Party fan. 1 to 9, I believe it was. Every single one of them. Some of my favorite games out there, particularly the very first few Mario Parties. And from what I can tell from everything they showed, next one actually goes back to the roots of those, which is really nice. Oh, we'll go throw this down. Out of everything from E3, that's probably the one thing I'm the most hyped for. Which is kind of odd. That and, of course, the new Super Smash Bros. Thing. Even though I haven't even played the most recent one. I still like watching esports of it and stuff. It's one of the few esports I actually bother watching on occasion. Do we even throw that down? I'll go do it for it. I don't care if he core vashes it. He gets a kill, but won't make too big a difference. Okay, he has Corvash. That one actually does make a really huge difference. Ouch. Okay, we're in a bit of a problem here. We have an extra turn, but we're frozen. Corvash, stop getting mana. Okay, we'll go take this. Actually worked out quite nicely. Corvash, what are you doing? Stop. We might just win. I mean, we might just lose to infinite Corvash. I can't even remember the last time I've fallen behind a Corvash like that. Also, thank you for subscribe, Hoang. Much appreciated. Okay, we're actually in range of him just killing it. So as long as he doesn't get another Corvash, please don't. Stop it. What are you doing? Okay, wow. When was the last time I've died to infinite Corvash? Normally it's something like infinite famine or something. But, yeah, we just lost. Unless we can get Divine Ishbala up very quick. He already has Corvash. He extra turned to Corvash as well, if that wasn't bad enough. It's still winnable. Ever so barely, but it is still winnable. We get the kill there. Valkyrie has to 2-hit us. Okay, well, Valkyrie has to 1-hit us. What even? I can't take that yellow. We die instantly, so that wouldn't be worth it. I guess we take this blue and try for Cascades. Got it. That's enough damage. Well, that was a horrible, horrible battle, but we won in the end, so there we go. You think I'd be a great Switch streamer? I could consider it. Oh no, that is coming down in price. The two biggest issues with that, or three biggest issues. I have no capture card. I have no HD TV that would work for it properly. So we'd have to go get all the... I literally have to get everything for it. Basically, like, literally everything. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't have a capture card for it. I don't have a TV. And, well, I do have a TV, but not one that would properly record it like that. Yeah, basically everything from scratch. But, oh no, I could consider it in the future. The platform has been becoming more and more enticing. I don't know, I would definitely consider it. A lot of games I want to try on it. Oh, we'll go get a Mercy down. What do we even do? Yeah, we just go right into that. Might as well. And it'll just die out. Yeah, that is something I miss too, which I haven't been doing too often. I'm actually a really big fan of casual platformers as well. One of the biggest ones, of course, on Nintendo Switch being Mario Odyssey. But just all casual platformers in general tend to be pretty big fan of. Let's see. What do we do there? We can take that one down. Throw another hit on it. Go for that. Get a double kill. It'll instantly kill itself out, and then just go for the pokes. And there we go. Hello, Italothos? I have no clue how to say that name. Also, hey, we got 5 gems for that. Very nice. Actually, since we found a treasure gnome, should we go give out another code? I think we should. Also, what's with us getting 5 gems off of gnomes? That's the... We've only gotten 2 gnomes this stream, and both of them have given us 5 gems. We got more off our tribute right there. But still, 5 gems, better than nothing. Anyways, yeah, let's go give out a code. We found a gnome. Might as well. This will be the last code for today, but we'll have another 2 tomorrow as well. Let's see. Which one should we go for? We'll just go down the line, I guess. The meeps. So let's go mark this. It seems like a code she already gave us before. Hopefully it's not used up. I'll go mark it. Go copy it. Oh no, sneeze. Oh no, that awkward moment when you feel like you need to sneeze but can't sneeze. Save all that. Copy that there. Make sure it works. And does it work? Redeem. Success. Okay, it works. Okay, let me go put this into the thing below me and go from there. Let's see, where is it? Redeem code. Put that there. And there we go. Meeps. Click OK. And let me go post this in the chat so you guys can just copy paste it. Use this on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply just go click the link I just posted right there. Either or will do the exact same thing. And yeah, go to gemsofwar.com under game code, click on the little game code section, or click link. Invite code is underneath your settings. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. Redeem code is below as well as in chat. And click that you're not a robot unless you are a robot. And yeah, give same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we'll go use the gem key real quick. And Naga Queen, nothing good. Useless. Is there any way to get 700 diamonds till Sunday? Nope, literally impossible. There is no way you can do that. Even if you did every possible thing that could drop you diamonds, you would not be able to get 700 that quick, unfortunately. The most I think you could cover in that time would be like 300 to 400, if even that. Probably not even that many. But no, there's no way you could cover 700. Literally impossible. So you would have to wait till Ferrous Rock comes back again, assuming that's what you were going to use them for. But yeah, he'll be back again, hopefully, in like another month or so. He rotates about every month, so give it about 6 to 8 weeks and he'll be back again. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Also, you can only use it if you're on the PC, mobile, or Amazon version of the game. It does not work on PS4 or Xbox One. Also, that would be another thing that would convince me to get a Nintendo Switch. Could you imagine if Gems of War was released on Nintendo Switch? That needs to happen. That absolutely needs to happen. Let's see. We'll go and take the green. I don't think they have any current plans for it. I really wish they would, though. Okay, we need to go and... I guess we'll take yellow. Get a Mercy down. Throw it down in Furnace. And dead. Buy every gem in $5 pack. Even if he did that, that wouldn't even be enough. If he did that, that would be like 200 damage or something. It wouldn't be enough. Actually, a little bit more than that. Like maybe like 350 or something. But it wouldn't cover that many. Because there's only 3 days left. Today, tomorrow, and the following day. And of course, you'd gain most of them on Sunday, but still, it wouldn't close that gap that quickly. Also, thank you, Mojo Jojo, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Also, that name reminds me. For any of you that follow Gorillas, that one bans. I still find it absolutely... Did he just Bloodsuck kill us? Yes, he did. Oh, it's Divine, too. No wonder why he did so much damage. He just did, Gosh, he just did 160 damage. Wow, that hits high. Forgot about that. But yeah, it's kind of funny. The bands of gorillas. It's basically like an animated band thing, for any of you that don't know what it is. But they ended up... one of their members is basically in jail right now. And they've needed to get a replacement for a bassist. And basically, they had connections with the creators of the Powerpuff Girls. And one of the villains from the Powerpuff Girls literally just joined this hypothetical band thing. And it was just really funny. I don't know how that made me remind me of that. Well, I guess Mojo Jojo, because it's from the Powerpuff Girls. And then Ace is from Powerpuff Girls. And then connections. I don't know, my mind thinks all over the place. Coherent thoughts is not what I have. Yeah, if you could hear my brain, it does not ever think coherently. It bounces from one thing to the next so rapidly, as far as my thought process. It's why sometimes I'm like so delayed between talking, because I'm like thinking of so many other things that aren't even remotely relevant to what I was saying. It's also why I lose track of thought so quickly sometimes. We'll go take the greens. Go and throw down purple. Throw in Furnace. Go from there. Hello, Twitch. Welcome. Also, hello, Traylon, as well. Welcome. Also, anyone just getting here, make sure you use your redeem code below. We just posted it like 5 minutes ago, so it should still be active. And do make sure to do it quick, because it probably won't be active too much longer. But definitely go claim that. Alright, we're going to throw in Furnace down, get the kill, go from there. Let's see. Dewey 7-day leaderboard grind. Stream to raise money for Switch. Ta. We probably will do that eventually for like Bounty Hunter or something. The only problem with that is that would be excessively boring if I did it for Bounty Hunter. Actually, for most of the game modes, it'd be excessively boring. But, particularly Bounty Hunter, which would be the only viable one to actually do it for, though. It'd be the same battle over and over again. But it'd be one of the only few really worth going for. Alright, we'll go through a Mercy down. Get in Furnace. What else do we need? Get that down. There's actually a lot of stuff I don't know about doing that, though. Like how to set up a capture card and stuff. I could easily learn that, though. But I have been meaning to eventually get into console gaming on streams. It's just there's a lot of a money curve and a slight learning curve to it, too. For one, I didn't need to get back into consoles. I haven't played with a controller for, gosh, it's been like 3-4 years now since I played with a controller, anything. Because, of course, everything I play on PC is just mouse and keyboard. Seven-day map? No, we're not doing a 7-day map stream. No. I can assure you that will never happen. Though, one thing I would love to do, though they would need to actually add it, a 7-day long new minigame stream. Like, if they added a new minigame to this game, I would totally play it for 7 days straight. What I mean by new minigame is something like Arena or Treasure Hunt. Like something that can be infinitely repeatable the second it comes out. They technically have been adding minigames lately, but they aren't really repeatable. They're generally done with a sigil system or something. But if they were to add just a infinitely repeatable thing, I would totally go and play it for that long. Okay, we'll go and take red. Throw Furnace down. 7 day of class event. No, that's not a new minigame or anything. Hey, we got 100 souls. Wait, there was a treasure gnome? I didn't even notice. I am not going to farm those for that long. We probably will be farming it quite a bit, but it's not going to be like that excessive. I don't know. Maybe we will. The problem with that is, I don't know. It'd basically be casual PvP over and over again. Because this on repick's basically going to be the quickest way to do it. Is constantly keep repicking this. So actually, then again, maybe just explore spam might be. Who knows? But, yeah, it's going to be one or the other. But that's going to be the only real big issue. Like, if this is the meta for it, then, I guess that could still be fun. I don't know. I do enjoy doing explore. It's just doing it for a excessive amount of time. I don't know. It's really repetitive after that point. But yeah, this would probably be one of the best ways to go and actually obtain hero levels once we actually do it. It gives slightly less points than doing a PvP battle or something, but it's so much quicker and so much more consistent and so much more relaxing that this probably is better overall. Because it'd be less fatigue from battle to battle and it's just way quicker overall. Because we can win 2 battles way quicker on this than we can win 1 battle in PvP. Yeah, this is basically how we'd farm every class if we were to go do it. I don't know. I could do that for like a few hours a day, but anything more than that, that's a bit excessive. And that's match. What's my thoughts on the Troop Skady? She's good for Perpetual Blue Storm, and that's about it. She's also good as a 3rd troop counter, though very, very rarely is she ever used for that purpose. You have over 12,000 battles on the good hero classes. Hope that maxes out. I believe you would only technically need about 5,500 if it rolls over. I'm not fully certain if it does. I know in the beta version it did, but I don't know if that's just because it's the beta version or if because that's a thing. But yeah, if it does roll over, I should probably be farming it right now. The only problem with that is I need a different hero class for when we do raids and stuff every single day, which makes it so I can't really farm these. I would need to do it for every hero class. If it does require that many, I don't know, maybe I'll double check the beta version and see. But there are so many hero classes we don't have 5,500 wins on. Let's see, which ones would we need to do? Assassin, actually I could probably look just by, I probably already know without even looking at them. Assassin, Bard, Death Knights, Knights, Necromancer, Oracle, Orb Weaver, Priest, Titan, Warden, Warlock, I would all need to get more on. Probably even Dragon Guard as well, but Titan and Dragon Guard are a bit closer. Like both of these should be like 3,000 or something. Oh no, never mind, that's actually quite a bit lower. What about the Dragon Guard? Dragon Guard should be pretty solid 2k plus. Let's see. Dragon Guard. Oh yeah, that one's fine. Never mind, we're perfectly fine on that. So yeah, so basically the ones that are completed then are Assassin. Are Archer. Dragon Guard. Mech should be. Oops, wrong one. Mech. And Sorcerer, because it used to be meta. I know Sorcerers actually still needs some more wins. Yeah, all these hero classes I would need to go get more wins on if it does carry over like that. I'll go double check the beta again and see, but if that is the case, maybe I will preemptively start grinding them out some, because it will save us time later. And once it comes out, we'll definitely want to be exploring a lot of them initially. Also, I should probably focus more so on the ones that have ridiculously low amounts, Like, for example, Warlord and Warden, Orb Weaver, Oracle, Necromancer, things like this. We should probably go and make sure we focus a little bit more on, because our amount of wins we currently have on them is excessively low, to the point that it'd be like level 20 or something. If it does carry over, it'd be so ridiculously low. You got stuck, let's see, you got called away the second you asked the question. Is Queen Titania worth picking up in the Soul Forge this week? No. I would not bother with it. Queen Titania's really good, but it's not waste 800 diamonds good. I wouldn't bother for it. But yeah, I would avoid getting Queen Titania. She's a really nice troop, but I don't really feel like she's worth 800 diamonds, though. Oops, I just did this in PvP. We just lost. Whoops. That's not where you use this team. Well, let's see if we can win with this. Probably not, but we'll give it a shot. We're up against Goblin, so almost guarantee lose. Really anything we were up against would guarantee lose with this, but oh well, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll be able to infinitely tank it with Sunbird. Luckily his attack reduction does almost nothing. And he keeps hitting things that are just about to die anyways, so. Well, at least out of any time for him to decide to infinitely loop. It's when we were going to already lose anyways. Yep. That's goblins. Well, I don't feel as bad now, because we were going to lose regardless. So it didn't actually matter that we used that team. That made no difference whatsoever. Anyways, back to not infinitely losing. To the Mercy. If I can click. I'll move that. Throw Infernus down. Go from there. Get the poke. Oops, that is not what I meant to cast. Luckily I had alignment. I definitely meant to Infernus there instead. And now we just need to poke it. And down. You did it with 2 times Firebomb and Sunbird and Rowan in Guild Wars? Wait, what did you do? If the current battle will be for the champion levels, let's see. Oh yeah, it will be a ridiculously long grind for newer players. Well, regardless, it's going to be a ridiculously long grind. It's going to probably be, like, on the level of upgrading kingdoms long. Based on what I can tell, however long it takes you to win about 3,000 battles is about how long it takes you to max out one class, approximately. Because some instances will give you 1 and others will give you more, but let's say you can win 3 per, we just lost. Let's say we can win 3 per minute in Explorer, which is a little bit above average, or average, I don't even know. I think my lower level account can do about 2 pretty consistently. I know on my main account I can do like 3.5 pretty consistently. But let's just say 3. That's how many wins per hour. That's 180 math. 180 maths. 180 wins per hour. And that means you would have to do that for approximately... Let me see. Does anyone know what 101 plus 100 plus 99 all the way down is? Or what the formula is for that? I believe someone said it was like 5,500. Let's just say 5,500. And divide that by 180. It would take to max out one hero class 30.5 hours approximately. So that's a lot of time. And you'd have to do that per hero class. 30.5 hours per hero class. So basically you could focus 1 per week until you have all of them. Though that could possibly take even longer than a week. Do keep in mind there are other ways of obtaining hero EXP though, other than just doing that, like normal battles. There are events for it and stuff like that too to power level them. You can also buy it with gems starting next patch. Let's see. What do we even need here? Go take the red. Take the purple. Get Infernus. Can you please tell what Kedar class weapon does? The one that you get at 250. Doesn't it just summon a random daemon? Kedar class weapon. Oh, you mean Kedar? Oh, it does, it's actually one of the best weapons in the game. Even though you don't see me using it much anymore. As far as ones that you get for free anyways. Really, really good early game AoE weapon to go get to. But it places Death Mark on the on the strongest and weakest enemy. So basically, whichever one has the lowest HP plus armor combo, as well as the other one that has the lowest HP and armor combo, the highest and the lowest. And then it just deals damage to all enemies. And that's what it does. It has one of the highest full damage to everything. Oh, it's 50-50 battle for max. But yeah. Oh, is it 50-50 then? So that means, what is 50-50 divided by 180? That's approximately how long it takes. Possibly longer. To max out every hero class. 50-50 times 180. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. 50-50 divided by 180. Good job. So 28. So about 28 hours. Let's say 28 hours. Times that by every hero class in the game. Let's say 30 hours because of other factors too. Let's just boost that up to 30. And then every hero class in the game. How many are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 times 30. So it would take approximately 450 hours to max out every hero class in the game. Not counting events. Events will rush it forward a little bit as well. But, yeah. Let's do it as 28 then. Actually, let's even do it as 25, because let's just say over a course of time, there'd be several of those events, which would take off quite a bit of time. So 25 times 180. Right? No. That's not what I need to do. 25 times... Hold up. Yeah, 25 times 15. 375 hours then, approximately. Factoring in, like, the events and stuff. So yeah, that's quite a bit of time. And that would assume explore farming the entire time. Could take even longer if you're doing other means like PvP and other content within the game. But yeah, it's going to take a while. Hopefully it does roll over. We'll see if it does or doesn't. Regardless, it's going to take a while, even if it does. Because there's a lot of hero classes that people barely have upgraded at all that are going to become ridiculously viable next patch. Like hero classes you would think are 100% useless right now could be like the best hero class in the game starting next patch. Okay, we'll go throw a Mercy down. He's going to get a lot of yellow off that, but I don't think that's as big of a deal with the current team he's using. Unless he gets a random Ubista out of nowhere. I don't think he'll be able to reach it though. He's using that team I was using earlier too. It's a pretty fun combo. It actually reminded me, I should probably go and show that for one of the best teams video too. It's one of the more budgeted ones. By budgeted, I mean if you have a Ubistet. Not exactly budget, it has a mythic in it, but you know what I mean. As far as the Ubistet team is concerned, it's one of the cheapest Ubistet teams you could make. Oh, he has enough damage to kill, doesn't he? There's not a single thing I can do about that. So we'll go take yellow. Oh wait, actually we can. We'll go grab that. Oh, but now that makes it so we can't kill him. Or does it? Never mind, we can still kill him. We won. Assuming it hits him, we're fine, and I believe it does. Yeah, it does. That's match. Then we just Infernusing that's match. If he decides to give us a turn, that is. Are you going to end your turn? There you go. Throw the Infernus at it. And down it goes. Let's see. You won't upgrade useless hero classes till they become meta. Well, what if they become meta and then you don't have them upgraded? What about that? You never know. It could definitely happen. Oh, what's my thought on Skady? Skady tends to never really be used unless you need Perpetual Blue Storm. And that's about it. That or for third slot counter. Only two things it's really used for. Okay, we have Mercy, so I'm going to go for that. Get our alignment, see if we have Cascade, go from there. Move that down, get a little bit of everything. Throw in Infernus, go from there. Move that, move that. Don't have anything else to go throw into it, should be fine. Get some Infernus in there, explode it all, go from there. Did you end up trying Grave Knight for Raid Boss? I have not. Mainly because I still feel like it wouldn't be worth using. I know some people have been mentioning it. I don't really feel like it would fit my playstyle though. But yeah, I definitely could see it being useful. I just don't personally feel like using it. I'd much rather just go with the risky Doom Skull thing, or the Skull Spam thing, because it's a lot more fun. Grave Knight's basically just a Mang. We're basically just putting a second Mang on our team, in a way. Except he doesn't gain attack when he does this thing. There we go, we'll go and take all that purple. Take the greens over. Take the red over. Throw in Furnace. See if we can get a Mercy in there. Ideally we can right now, though it doesn't appear to be so. What else can we move around that's going to be worth it? Someone is calling me right now. I see the phone randomly ringing. Move that, move that. Also, by the way, I don't know if any of you know yet. I forget if I ever mentioned it. I believe I have in the past. I don't own a cell phone. I never actually have. Or at least like a real cell phone. I normally have like little small pay phones occasionally from here or there. But no, I like never have phones ever. I am like so antisocial when it comes to that. Because I'm pretty introverted and stuff. I don't know, there's something about phones and talking on them. Just it seems always really awkward to me because I'm always like, normally when I'm talking to someone, I'm looking at body language and stuff like that a lot, so doing on phones is just like, eh. Because you can't really tell what they're doing or anything like that, and it just always annoys me. But, yeah, I've never really had, like, a legitimate phone, like what a modern phone would be considered. I've never actually had one. I've used them before, obviously, but I've never really owned one of my own. There's been, like, only one instance where I've ever actually owned one. And it was back when I needed it for business purposes, back during high school. And that was it. That was the only time I ever actually had one. It's the police. It's not the police. Did I end? Oh, never mind, I already read that. It's a SWAT team. Okay, we'll take the red. Go for Mercy. Sure, we'll go take blue as well. Throw Mercy down. Get Infernus. And dead. And let's go for Infernus or something. Yeah, like, what else do we even need here? Let's take Green over. See if we get a Mercy or something. Don't believe we have it. Nothing's worth going for. We'll just take red. Get Infernus on him. And what else do we need here? We'll just guess we'll go for Skull. But yeah, I actually haven't even tried the new game mode yet. Which I probably should go do. I was gonna go do it and then I didn't, and then I forgot to go do it, and then I just haven't bothered doing it yet. But yeah, I should probably go do that. See what it's like. The new game mode where you gain EXP from the things. Also, I'm probably going to ask her after she does her stream, or even maybe this weekend, to see if I can start streaming the beta soon. I really hope she lets me before the thing actually comes out. Because after she goes over, I don't see why I can't. Like, after she does next Monday video, she's already shown everything that she could possibly show. So I don't see why I can't. Also, from my understanding, the version I'm on is actually the exact same as hers at the moment. Also, thank you, Codis, for your subscribe. Much appreciated. Yeah, the second we can stream it, I will be streaming it, of course. It isn't currently live, though, so any progress I make on it doesn't actually count. But, we'd still be able to play on it. What do we do? We'll go throw that down. What else do I need to move around? I guess we'll just for another Infernus. The class event ended. They don't have, if they'll turn it on again. Oh no! Oh well, it's not that big a deal. Actually, if anything, I personally consider that class event thing to be probably one of the smaller features. Biggest feature would probably have to be the actual change that they made specifically to the hero classes themselves. The new game mode that they made is basically just to sync your gems, so you would go and power level them up. Yeah, I believe... Actually, what is the gem cost for that? I didn't calculate that out yet. Let me go calculate that out real quick. Based on the screenshots, I believe we know the exact cost in gems that it would take to max out a hero class. Like, let's say you were really impatient, and there was a hero class that you absolutely love, and you just wanted to max it out instantly. Let me go calculate that out. I don't think anyone has done that yet. It wouldn't take that long either. Where's the screenshot thingy? Let's go to spoilers. That should probably bring it up instantly. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Okay, go to spoilers. 3.5 update thingy. Okay, where's all the screenshots of the costs? I don't know if she actually screenshotted all of them, which is unfortunate. I could look back into Salty's stream too, but I would have to find a specific area if she didn't specifically screenshot them all. Okay, let's see. Did she screenshot them all? Hopefully. Where are they? There's some of them. We can see tier 4, tier 5. Where's the other ones? Why are you not showing all of them? I'd have to double check Salty's stream. She didn't screenshot all of them. Okay, let's go try it real quick. Let me go to Twitch. Go to Salty's stream from earlier. See if I can find it real quick. I'm actually really curious what it comes out to. What I'm trying to look up right now is the exact cost to max a hero class if you were to just spam gems endlessly. Which is probably a lot. If I had to guess, it's somewhere around like 2,000 or so. 2,000, 3,000 or something. Where's the most recent stream? There it is. Let me mute it instantly. Try to figure out where she goes over to shop. Shop menu, shop menu. Don't play an ad. Okay, let's finish out this battle while we're waiting. Anyways, we'll go take the yellow. Go for that. Throw Infernus down. Get a mercy. Ad's over now. Oh, nope, nope. Okay, yeah, now it's over. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Where does she start going over the game mode? Oh, there's the start of the game mode. When does she go over to shop? Go into the shop, Salty. You know you want to. Oh, she went for it for a second. Let's see. Please scroll all the way over. Okay, so it's... Hold up. Why doesn't it have a tab back button? There we go. Okay, let's go count this up. Calculator, go. Hopefully she went all the way to the end. I don't think she actually went all the way to the end, though. 30 plus 70. Come on, Salty, go all the way to the end. 70 plus 150 plus 250. Plus 150 plus 250 plus 350. Keep going, Salty. Don't stop. Plus 350. Keep going, keep going. Go to tier 6, go to tier 7. She's gonna stop, isn't she? No! Go back! No! And I didn't see what it was earlier either. I believe it was 400, 500? So I wasn't certain on that. And also I don't know what the values are for them, so nope, never mind, I can't calculate it out. Rip. Never mind on that then. Scratch that plan. Unless anyone from the beta already has those values. Let's see. We'll go for a mercy. You take that so sexually. I didn't mean it like that. Let's see. We'll throw down in Furnace. Go throw that down. Alright, we'll go take Skull, I guess. Not like it matters much, but he gives us full mana and down he goes. And he doesn't revive. Weapon upgrades. Give them multiple abilities. Yes. Well, it depends. Some weapons gain multiple abilities. Some only gain one. All of them gain some amount of stats. It varies based on the weapon. Basically, the more useless the weapon is, the more abilities they probably gave it. Is the general rule of thumb. So weapons that are already pretty good got pretty minimal abilities. But weapons that are like never used ever have got a decent amount of abilities for the most part. Well, we'll go move that down. For that as well. Is every 1,000 guild chests a 100% mythic? No, it's not. It's just approximately that many would give you a mythic, assuming you had all of your guardians upgraded to 4. Basically, opening 1,000 gem keys and 1,000 guild keys is just a very, very high chance. I think it's 70 or 80% chance, maybe even higher than that, that opening that many would give you a copy of the card. But it's not 100% chance, no. It's just ridiculously statistically high that you would get it from opening that many. Next spam for Salty is keep... We're not spamming Salty with keep going Salty. Let's see. If anything, that's what we should spam her with when she's about to enter stream. Actually, you know what? That's not what we're going to initially spam her with. But, anyone who's still there at the end of her stream on Monday, spam it at her before she ends the stream. Like, right when she's about to start ending it, spam it at her. That would be funny. Let's see what you... She'll probably say, no, I need to go, blah, 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 blah. Because she has to go do other stuff too, of course. But, it would make a lot more sense to spam it then than at the beginning of her stream. That wouldn't make any sense at all. I'll go do that. Let's see, we're gonna take the red. Actually, get the extra turn chance, didn't get it. Oh, so did my stream just go down for a second? I think it did. It's been doing that a couple times today. Not much I could do to stop it. You gotta ask, how can these players, like the current PvP leader, manage to get so high? Well, there are some bots here and there occasionally. What are they currently at? Let's see. Oh no, that's possible. The current one that's there. I thought you were like gonna say like a level 200 that's there, though that's also technically possible too. Techie's actually trying for them now. He's still the only 2,000 plus, and he will be for a while. Oh, there's barely any low levels these days, but they just play a lot. I believe it's possible to gain about 15,000 to 20,000 PvP points per day. Probably more towards 20,000, probably even more than that. But realistically, you can gain about 20,000 per day. And it's Friday, so that means they could be at about 100,000 right now. Technically, it's possible to gain even more than that, though I think you would have to play for over 12 hours, I think it is. It's some kind of ridiculously high amount of time. But yes, it is technically possible to gain 20,000 per day. And it's even possible to do like 25 to 30,000 per day if you like almost did no sleep or did it for almost the entire day. And nothing but Gems of War. But yeah, that's perfectly realistic. You know it'd start getting unrealistic if anyone ever starts hitting like 200,000 or something like that. That's literally impossible with the current state of the game. Unless you were on like 24/7. In which case you would have to have multiple people or bots. But yeah, having like 100,000 or 150,000, while it's ridiculously hard to do, it is technically possible. You just have to play a lot. Okay, we'll throw Infernus down. Actually, there was even someone hitting 100,000 prior to all of the extra bonuses within the game. If he was around today, he could actually probably hit 200,000. DHGL At one point, he was probably like the most well-known person in the game, but he doesn't play anymore. Now that has basically become Tech9's role. Which I don't know if he's really ever gotten as popular as DHJL, though. Back in when he used to be around. But the, Tech9 is basically the version of him now. He's the highest level in the game. I still think he plays less than what DHJL did, though. Let's see. We'll go and throw that down. Move the other one over. Take a skull poke. And take more skull pokes into skull pokes. And that should be match. Since we're sticking with the skull poke theme, we might as well go for another one to kill it out with. Yeah, I know. I tried doing it for like 8 hours a day when we did our like 1 week stream. Started as like 10 hours, then like 8, and then it dived down to like 6 or something. But yeah, I could never stand playing this game for that long now. It's also why our Friday streams have kind of dwindled down. At one point, they were kind of like 6 hours, and then it kind of became 5 or 4, and now it's like 3. And even then, when there's no new content, there isn't even much of a need to stream as long as we are right now. But I still do. I don't know. Do you guys like these streams that we do every Friday and Saturday? When we do it for like 3 hours like this? Well, that's slightly biased asking it now because most of you probably would say yes, most likely, since we are kind of here doing it literally right now. But, yeah. I do enjoy doing them. And I don't think 3 hours is really too much time. It's when you start getting into like 5 hours plus when it starts getting like, okay, why am I doing this at this point? Because this game does get a little bit repetitive doing it that much in a row. Unless you're a newer player and still having newer player hype, then you could probably go for like 20 hours straight and like wake up instantly and do the exact same thing. We'll go take that. Go take yellow. Throw that down dead. Let's see. They are the only streams you're able to see live? Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's the other reason why I do them too. Because, time zone issues. There are some people that stream every single day at an early time zone and in a later time zone. I don't know if I could ever do that, though. Because then it makes it so I could barely do anything else. If I did that every day. It's why we only do it on Fridays and Saturdays. Because if I do have things I need to do throughout the week, it's a lot easier to schedule around. Okay, we'll go through, I'll go do Infernus. Actually, I say that as I go for the other ability, though that is what I meant to do. I just didn't say the right word. I'll go take the red. Didn't get Surge. Actually, even if we did, that wouldn't have been full mana. We'll go take that. I thought he hit Frozen. He was frozen for a second, but that's the sound of his final trait. It's the exact same sound as Freeze. And he does it whenever he extra turns as well, so it makes the sound of Frozen whenever he extra turns, which is really confusing. They should probably change the sound of it or something. Doesn't make much sense. Anyways, let's go into this battle. Oh, we got Treasure Gnome, nice. Too bad we don't have another code to give for it. Actually, technically we do, but I can't give out that many on this stream. Especially since we're giving out another 2 tomorrow. But yeah, this will be the 3rd Treasure Gnome of the stream. So far, every Treasure Gnome today has given us 2 gems. So, I mean, 5 gems. 5 gems 2 times. So let's see what this one does. 4,000 gold. Not the worst possible drop, though I actually would have preferred just 5 gems at that point. But, oh well. Oh, I wonder if Infernus is good right now. You can always... That's always, like, the best indication ever. On if a troop is overpowered at a given moment in time. If you ever see all 3 of them appear in your PvP screen, they're overpowered. That's like the easiest sign to ever know if a troop is or is not overpowered at any given time. Let's see. We'll go take yellow. Take red. Move all that. Throw Infernus down. That'll hurt a little bit. Take the other hit. Look, oh, it did get a kill. Luckily, it keeps our 2 most important troops alive. It's Infernus versus Infernus. Who will win? Probably him, because he's applying so much damage before we even get another cast off. Okay, I'm gonna have to cast and hope we get lucky. Come on, Infernus luck! Didn't work. And dead. Rip. We got Infernus luck, or actually I should say he got the Infernus luck, and down it goes. Luckily it wasn't a revenge battle. Justice, Mab, Goblin Spam, Divine Infernus. Yeah, pretty much. That's every single thing that exists right now. Justice teams, with Mab, of course. Goblin Spam into instant win. Mass Divine, and it's also missing one other one. Mass Doom Skulls and double Ubistets are also the other ones used right now. That's pretty much everything. But yeah, those 5, 6 kind of defend teams is pretty much everything that gets used. And basically nothing else. Assuming strongest defend teams in the game. Also, yeah, Firebomb teams are really popular too. Actually, that's probably the absolute most popular defend team, because it's the cheapest one to build, and it's the best thing you could ever set. That may seem kind of weird, but technically 4 times Firebomb fully traded is the best defend team currently in the game for PvP, not for Guild Wars, but specifically for PvP. 4 times Firebomb is best because it's more profitable to lose battles in PvP than on your defend team than it is to win them. Just because revenge battles give so much more resources, which is the whole reason why people even run Firebombs in the first place. If you're wondering why everyone's running them. Yeah, technically, instead of just using a really overpowered team, we could just be using that instead and be gaining the same, if not better, rewards. Okay, we'll go, and I'm actually going to go for the manual kill there, so we'll do that. Surprised he didn't go for the skull. Was kind of hoping he would, but we'll go for double kill. And that kills out basically everything. We just have to deal with Glitter Claw, which is pretty useless on its own. Glitter Claw is mainly just to assist other troops. And dead. Double skull. Yeah, I know. Firebomb teams are pretty much guaranteed win. Actually, I don't know. Is it possible to lose them? You'd have to, like, deliberately try to lose them. Though some people use sabotage Firebomb teams where they use, like, 3 Firebombs with, like, a Dawnbringer or something. And you could accidentally lose those sometimes, which is kind of embarrassing when that does happen. But I have definitely seen that happen before. Because you're not expecting it. You see, like, a Firebomb in the thumbnail, it's like, oh, yeah, they're totally going to use 4 times Firebomb. Then you go in using, like, a team that's supposed to work easily against 4 times Firebomb. Just kill it out quickly. Like, maybe your Explorer team or something with the +1 troop to get the extra bonus. And then you go into the battle, it's like, oops, they actually have a team here, like with Dawnbringer or Queen Titania or, you know, something. And then it just kills you with it. People have been doing that with Ubistet as well. So basically they firebomb you down, guarantee Ubistet kill, and then it goes from there. Okay, we'll go through Infernus, that should be kill. And down it goes. I haven't been seeing many map teams at all. It's not really that popular this late in the game. 4 times Goblins and the Divine teams are. But because Divine team is so popular this late in the game, no one really bothers running free spam. Because it's almost pointless running free spam since Divine just cleanse it so quickly. Divine Ishbala has cleanse every cast, Mercy has cleanse every cast, and several other Divines that are okay also have cleanse every cast. And it's just not worth using freezes these days, this late in the game. Okay, we'll go for red, I guess. Get full mana on Ubistet. Get the kills before he infinitely loops. He technically has his infinite loop still alive, but at least they're right next to each other. Need to get this to full mana, and then that'll be a match off of that. If he decides to end his turn. Okay, good. He finally decided to end it. I'll take the red, throw it down, dead. And go from there. One more hit will do it, and we got our Infernus back. The power of 5 explosions. And then it goes. I extremely underestimated his 5 explosions too when he first came out. I was like, 5 explosions, that's gonna be barely anything. And then it's like you start using him, it's like, oh wait, never mind. And then they added storms, and it's like, oh wait, that got even better. And then they buffed his damage, it's like, wait, what are they even doing? And then there's today's Infernus, and Yeah. It's very powerful. Go through and furnace down. But yeah, they still haven't decided what they're doing with the nerf yet or not, if they're going to nerf explosions or what. Currently, it's not nerfed next patch, but they're still discussing on what a nerf they're going to do with it. Internally. What do we need to move here? I guess we'll take Yellow Surge. That's not full mana though, is it? But there's no way to get full mana. Not evolve a Cascade anywheres. So let's take a standard yellow or something. So we just converts out Mercy. We'll get that to full mana. Throw this down. We do have kill, so let me go for that now. Get those two out. And now we just have to take out the first two. And that'll be match. Okay, we have alignment off that. Perfect. Thank you for that. And then this Infernus kill. No revive, and there we go. You've lost to a Firebomb team. Doomscold your Firebird. Oh, yeah, that could definitely happen too. Be very careful using Bloodhammer against Firebomb. That actually is a pretty funny way of countering it too. If you currently don't have Bloodhammer, but you see an enemy using Bloodhammer, just use, assuming a fully traded Bloodhammer, just use a Firebomb against it. Everyone pretty much has fully traded Firebomb. It's used for so much these days, particularly Quick Explorer, but you can use it to counter out a Bloodhammer by using your Firebomb, hoping it extra turns, and getting the Doomskull effect immediately for yourself, and then just win out the battle that way. And since you're a player and not the AI, the player has a lot better advantage of actually being able to utilize it as well. But you can basically just force the enemy to trigger Doomstorm, utilize the Doomstorm, and to just win the battle. And of course, just getting your own Bloodhammer and doing the exact same against an enemy against an enemy Firebomb does this similar thing as well. Though of course, it's a lot cheaper just utilizing someone else's to counter them. Okay. What do we even need to move around? I guess we'll go take around the skull. Also, does anyone else have anything you want me to go over, or anything that I may have missed, question-wise, or anything in general? Just let me know. Otherwise, I believe I will be wrapping up in the next battle or two. So leave your questions now, and I will go over them. Otherwise, we'll be back later tonight. 7 hours later from now. So that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we always do. We'll mainly be going over raids. Not sure if I'll be using a different team. We might, at least for one of the battles, but pretty sure I'm mainly going to be sticking with what I used yesterday. It was quite a bit of fun. We might consider switching it up if it starts failing at all, but I believe what we used yesterday is what we are going to be sticking with, as it did seem to be quite fun to use, if nothing else. So we'll at least have that going for it. It's always fun using really weird skull-related teams. Alright, we'll go through that in there. Skulls still aren't particularly viable, though, other than Doom Skulls. If you're not using Doom Skulls, most skulls kind of seem underwhelming relative to it. It's because of how strong they made Doom Skulls. Alright, we'll throw that at it. One more hit will do it, of any kind. Just need to go find it. And he just ruined it, but then gave it back, and down it goes. Also, I should probably go to dungeons real quick. I'm gonna go do that. Not like they're anything. Let's go do these. Still gotta go claim them, though. Can't not claim them. Free diamonds and other resources. That could be pet food eventually, as well as just some diamonds to put towards our next mythic. By next mythic, I mean. Actually, by next mythic, I don't know. We just kind of keep accumulating them. That's the only slight problem, too, about obtaining all content immediately. Realistically, the best way to actually spend your resources would be every horrible mythic that ever gets introduced to the game. You just don't bother obtaining them immediately, and instead you use your diamonds to go and craft it later on. But because we do content for every single troop, I actually have to waste a lot of resource every single time. Even if it's a 100% useless mythic, I still have to go get it just so we can go show it and stuff for various teams. Whereas most other people, realistically, are probably... What on earth? Bone Dragon, you realize you got nerfed like a year ago. What are you doing? But yeah, other people could just like save their diamonds for that purpose. Did I almost just lose this battle? Actually, I may have just lost this battle. It's not even over yet. Wow, that was close. 13 HP or 13 durability, Rowan. That was a fail. That Bone Dragon got such a perfect cast right there. He even targeted on the right one too. I believe he hit our Rowan out of it. And then instantly killed the first lot. Oops, I just leave that for him, apparently. You're using an Alchemist, Hellcat, and Yagwe team. Currently, your first slot... Oh, let's see. Alchemist, Hellcat, Yagwe. That seems perfect. Currently, your first slot is your hero with the healing soul gain weapon. What should you use instead for your first slots? Well, normally you put Queen Titania last slot on that team and go Alchemist, Moneylender, Yagwe, Queen Titania is generally the way to do it down. Queen Titania is also available this week if you really wanted to go craft it for that team, if you plan on using it a lot. But yeah, Alchemist, Alchemist, Hellcat, Queen Titania, Yagwe. I mean, sorry, wrong order. Alchemist, Hellcat, Yagwe, Queen Titania would be the order that you would do it in. Also, as I just kind of mentioned, you could also use Moneylender instead of Hellcat. It's pretty much the same thing. And in the context of that team, I believe it's actually slightly better than using Hellcat. Hellcat's slightly more control, though, so it really just depends on the battle, I guess. I will throw that down. Doesn't get the kill yet. Try it again. Oops, why did I take mana we'd even need? We'll get that up, throw it down, frontline tank it, and dead. Yeah, I haven't used any orbs yet. I don't know what I'm saving them for, though. I'm definitely still throwing down the smaller smaller green orbs. So all these 24 green orbs, I need to slowly keep using them. I've used, like, a few of them now. But this will save us souls in the long run. Basically, every mythic, I'll be putting one of them on it. And every legend, I'll be putting, like, one of them on as well. Actually, every mythic, I believe I'll put 2, and every legend, I put 1 that ever comes into the game is basically what I'll be using with these orbs of growth. Because I believe every legend final thing we save 900 souls, and I believe every mythic is like 1,000 something, and then 1,000 or something like that. It's quite a bit of savings, but overall, this is basically like 24,000 souls sitting right there that we could potentially be saving. And of course, that means nothing when we have that many souls, but still, 24,000 compared to having all these useless things is perfectly fine. There's nothing that these smaller orbs are used for. You need 20 of these plus 1,000 souls to make them into a major orb of growth, which is completely pointless. So you might as well just use these to slowly level up the last levels of various legends and mythics. So that's why I've been slowly using them for. I should have been using them for that purpose the entire time, but I didn't realize they'd be giving us that many green orbs. But because they're giving us so many green orbs, we don't really need to bother using them for anything else. You just infinite turn to firebomb team? That can happen. It's pretty funny. Is that everything? Anyone else have any other questions I may have missed? Let's see. Some people in your guild have scored over 1,500 seals. How are they able to do that? The main reason, there's 2 ways that I believe you could do that. They either did guild purchases or they used orbs. The orbs that are within the guild thing should exceed over. I've never actually used one, but based on what they said and based on people saying that's how they work, you can use orbs on, once you hit 1,500, you don't want to do it before then, but once you hit 1,500, you can go use orbs, and anything you use beyond that will exceed your limit. You'd still obtain them, and they'd still contribute to your guild. So we could go and get, like right here, we have 16 of these, 300 each. We could definitely excessively overdo what we already have. Same as this one. Total, we have like what? Quick math, like 10,000? Probably even more than that. But approximately 10,000 right there. So we can make that number like 11,500 if we wanted to. Which obviously there's no point in doing that, but generally you use them to go and get up to the next little area. So if you were like really close to 40,000 like we are now, and you don't feel like your guild would reach it in time, you could go and use those, and then boom, you hit it, and stuff like that. But yeah, generally you would only save it for those kind of instances, but that's how they have higher. That or they did the purchase thingy. Orbs do not go over 1,500? Wait, they don't? Oh, they do put you over 500, 1,500. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I've never bothered using any, but that's what everyone's been mentioning since day one of it. Also how it's explained as well during the post. I might eventually use them, I just haven't had a need to. Probably around the time when we start using these keys, of course, is about the time we'd also go and start using all of those. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. We'll be back, as I mentioned, 7 hours from now. I'll be back later tonight. Other than that, if you have any other questions, feel free to leave it on any of my videos. We'll also be back tomorrow, same time as always, 3 hours prior to now tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every Friday and Saturday. We'll have another 2 redeem codes given out throughout the stream for free resources within the game. And yeah, we'll mainly just be answering questions, chilling around, messing around with various teams. Probably just PvP again. Want to make sure we clear out the event. Ridiculously easy to do so. We'll probably do it automatically without even trying, but still want to make sure we reach it. And I guess to stack up on a little bit more gold so we can go put into the guild later. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for coming down. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week. And goodbye, everyone.